Dale Cunningham, the Great American for the Roar Insurance Agent.
Good evening, Florence fans. Welcome inside UC Health Stadium for tonight's Fan Appreciation Night here with the Florence Y'alls and the Florence Freedom. The inside podcast booth. It's just myself, Paul Richard. Ryan solo tonight here. Brody is down on the field with our public address announcer, JD. They'll both be down on the turf tonight, and they will be taking care of all the festivities on the field, managing the different games, different drills that you're going to see coming out this live stream over the next 2.5 to 3 hours. We'll take you back here to the field cam. But tonight is designed to be a showcase of the best of this Florence team, with both squads featured here tonight, the Florence Y'alls and the Florence Freedom. There will be 3 events on tap, a few other things mixed in as well. There's a question and answer question contest where fans will be able to either tune in or ask on the field some players questions, and we'll get through all of that as the night goes along. Aaron Brody is wearing a wireless microphone down on the field, along with the microphone that's running to MC this event for the public address. Well, we'll take you through the 3 events. First up, we'll be throwing, then base running, and then the always loved home run derby. Home run derby will be the 3rd and final event here tonight. There are 7 contestants in the home run derby. The throwing contest, as I said, probably will be first, but they're still ironing out the details to make sure that everything is going off without glitch. Make sure which events are running, which order. The last update I had was that throwing, base running, and home run derby would be in order. Running, it'll be Marshall Rich, Craig Massey, Simon Whiteman, Cesar Trejo, Ryan Dancer, Jesse Toll, ready to get this show on the road. Marshall Rich will be starting at home plate. They'll be standing in the left-handed batter's box. Marshall, running a 60 they're running just being left to one time away from bases. Marshall Rich is first up.
What do you think about the sights, Brody? The goal. Very flashy.
Marshall Rich, a catcher on this Florence Freedom team. A lot of action this year, especially later on in the season. 8 hits on the year. Clutch triple the last couple all the way around the bases in just 14 seconds. Although 6 seem like they're baked. I'm not sure if it'll be DQ'd or what the second goes on for this. But I think we'll count it. Rich at 14.1 seconds. Time to beat 14.1. Nancy around first. He's trying to pick up some time here. He's touching all the bases. Going to be close at the end and just 0.4 of a second behind. appreciate everybody tuning in here to Fan Appreciation Night on the YouTube live stream. Hopefully all technical difficulties worked out now as we see the base running competition underway. And very close. But Dudley Taw not close enough, 14.2 seconds. To all of you listening on YouTube TV, hopefully any technical difficulties are figured out now. Saw some comments in that the volume may have been an early issue, but hopefully you can pick up on it now. There we go. So just to recap, as we welcome you into the Florence Y'alls broadcast booth, it's the Florence Freedom and the Florence Y'alls participating in a fan appreciation night here at UC Health Stadium. And we are totally ready to go. Base running competition is underway. For those of you that have been watching, there have been 5 contestants. Simon Whiteman leads the way right now at 13.7 seconds. He's the only contestant to have broken 14 seconds. For those of you watching, you saw him fly around the base pass. Whiteman at 13.7 seconds. Here's Brandon Pugh. Pugh likely to give Whiteman a run for his money, right on pace with Whiteman. Coming in, this is going to be right down to the wire, 13.1. Brandon Pugh, 13.1 seconds. Lightning pace from the Florence Y'alls outfielder. Unbelievable, Brandon Pugh. Pugh on this season, unbelievable from him. 19 stolen bases, second on the Y'alls roster behind Rodney Tenney. A stalwart in this Florence order the last couple of seasons. And right now leading this competition. Marshall Rich at 14.1 seconds, Craig Massey at 14.5, Simon Whiteman at 13.7, Brian Danzero at 14.6, Dudley Taw at 14.2, and Brandon Pugh at 13.1. Cesar Trejo, the last to run here in this competition. Trejo has 13.1 to beat. Before we can take a break, recap where we are, what we have to look forward to the rest of this evening. We'll bring you into the broadcast booth in just a second. And here goes Trejo. Bit of a slow start for him, but he's making up the ground. Right on pace as he rounds first, but a bit behind pace now as he goes around second. He's going to have to motor here coming down the final 90, and it will be Brandon Pugh taking the title as Trejo crosses at 14.5. So it's Brandon Pugh who takes the base running competition at 13.1 seconds. An incredible pace all around the bases. So now before we transition into the throwing competition, we'll bring you into the booth here. Paul Fritchner riding solo here tonight. As you can hear Aaron Brody's voice, he is down on the field as an MC for tonight's events alongside JD, who's usually up here behind us on Radio Road doing the public address announcing, usually sitting right here behind us, but he's down there with Aaron tonight. There's 3 competitions on tap for you, the base running, which you just saw, throwing, which I believe is up next, and then the home run derby. The home run derby has 7 competitions as we go back out to the field, and the usual between innings promotion, between, I believe, the 4th and 5th innings of the young fans that get to run from left to right across the field is taking place right now. Fan Appreciation Night here at UC Health Stadium. No games in attendance, as you can see our director of game production behind us, Aaron Lucan, waving in on the broadcast. Lucan's such a vital part of this organization and of the production here for fans at UC Health Stadium. But for what we see on tap here tonight, it's a showcase of the best between these Freedom and Y'alls players. Everybody mixed into one big group as we try to get these competitions rolling through the night. Base running competition just completed. But we will see throwing and we will see the home run derby. There are 7 competitors in each contest. The home run derby will be featured with 4-minute timed rounds. So each player will get, as I said, 4 minutes to hit as many home runs as they can. Very similar in style and in format to what you see with the Major League Home Run Derby. Now there is a little bit of chatter that I may be joined in just a little bit by 1 or potentially 2 members of this Florence coaching staff, so we'll see who may make their way up here. Chad Rhodes had mentioned that he would like to come up here onto the broadcast. We'll see if that comes to fruition here in a few minutes, but stay tuned for that. Chad might stop by and have a few words. Again, base running, throwing, and the home run derby. The base running is already complete. Throwing and the home run derby on tap. The throwing competition, as you look out onto the field, there are 2 nets, one past third base, one past first base. Players will get 1 point for hitting the nets. There will also be 2 moving targets in the outfield. If you hit the nearest moving target, you'll get 5 points. If you hit the farther moving target, you will get, I believe, 10 points. They were still determining some of those point values as the night got started. So we'll listen in to JD and Aaron as this gets going. But we're going to go down and go to the second round of the base running competition right now. Simon Whiteman is going back into the left-handed batter's box to get going. Whiteman at 13.7 seconds. And he's going to go into a home run trot. And I love it. Whiteman knows that he can't beat Brandon Pugh sprinting around the bases, so he's just going to take a celebratory home run trot and come in at 22 seconds. Gets a cool off down the third base line from his Freedom teammates. And it's likely just a formality for Brandon Pugh, who won the first round by 0.6 of a second. Pugh bringing a bat, takes a swing at Ken Griffey Jr. Little bat flip there, and he'll take a jog around the bases. Now he does have to beat 22 seconds. So a quicker home run trot for him. He has 2 seconds here. This is going to be close. And he was too slow. That's Simon Whiteman at 22 seconds. Now both players did go into the home run trot, and Pugh showing off his speed and style in round number 1. And Hughes, as I said, won by over 0.5 seconds. Simon Whiteman, a phenomenal runner on the base pass this season for Florence. 13 stolen bases. There were 4 members of the Freedom team in double digits stolen bases. Craig Massey led the way. On the Battle of the Bourbon Trail, Massey had 30 stolen bases total. incredible number for Craig Massey, who we will see coming up in the Home Run Derby in just a little bit. Home Run Derby, the showcase event of this Fan Appreciation Night. Great turnout here at UC Health Stadium. Would highly suggest those of you listening, when this Fan Appreciation Night is over, to go back and view the game report that was just uploaded last evening. The last game report of the regular season, featuring the coaching staff as well as Aaron Brody, and they recap a lot of what has happened throughout this Battle of the Bourbon Trail. And one of the biggest pieces, news and notes from that game report that I took away from it especially, is they were talking about some of the highlights and the players that really stood out over the 6 weeks of this Battle of the Bourbon Trail. And Dennis Pelfrey made the comment that Craig Massey, who again we will see in the Home Run Derby in just a few minutes, but Craig Massey was somebody that Dennis Pelfrey said he would select over anybody else if they had to redo this Battle of the Bourbon Trail draft style, that he would be his first overall choice, that Craig Massey was bar none the best player of this Battle of the Bourbon Trail, which is saying something when you have so many former major leaguers, including Brandon Phillips, and that was something that Dennis Pelfrey specified in that game report. He said Craig Massey is my best player. He was my pick for the best player in this Battle of the Bourbon Trail. And Massey's statistics spoke for themselves. As I mentioned, 30 stolen bases for him, hit 460. Crazy numbers for Craig Massey, second baseman for the Freedom. But now we'll go back to the field as the players get warm for the next competition, which will be the throwing competition. You can see out there the guys getting their arms loose for this. The throwing competition will feature Chad Sedio, E.P. Reese, Craig Massey, Brian Danzero, Will Baker, and Mitch Piotnik. 6 competitors in this throwing competition.
3, 2, 1, shake it off.
Not only is it an all-star competition tonight between the players on the field, but it's also an all-star competition between the fans and some of the best between innings promotions that Florence puts on. Do want to take a second and thank everybody for listening all season long, attending games here at UC Health Stadium, but it's not over yet. There's still one more chance for you to come attend a game here at UC Health Stadium. It'll be tomorrow night, 7:05 first pitch, against the All-Stars of the Lexington Legends. It's going to be a 2 out of 3 championship series, with Game 1 here in Florence tomorrow. Game 2 is on Saturday down in Lexington. And then potentially Game 3 would be at 6:30 on Sunday night again down in Lexington. So only one more chance game-wise to come out and see a game here at UC Health Stadium in 2020. But if you're watching and want to come down here to Florence right now, still plenty of night left here at UC Health Stadium. We have the throwing competition and then the home run derby on tap still to go tonight. Fun night as we get things rolling. right now on the video board, which you can see very small on the left side of your screen, doing the top 5 plays of this season. We'll do the 5 plays that we thought were the best 5 plays here at home at UC Health Stadium over the course of the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. Now we're going to transition into a bit of a fan Q&A. Some fans had some chances to ask some questions for some of the players. Fans could write in on social media or ask a question. So Jonathan Tripp first up here. Have to be perfectly honest with you folks, I didn't hear what the question was, but all I know is that Jonathan Tripp picked Nickelback. I'm going to assume it's in a positive fashion, and I'll agree with him on that. Huge fan of Nickelback myself, and I always think it's just so lazy of people to constantly say that Nickelback was no good. Come on, folks. It's not groupthink. Nickelback was quality music. So I'm with Jonathan Tripp there. Huge Nickelback fan myself. Now we turn our attention to right field, where we see another one of our usual promotions, a water balloon being flung, where 2 young contestants have to reach up and try and catch the water balloon with a big old net. And this young fan brought a glove, so the little fan in the blue shirt has a big fishing net, and the fan in the red shirt and the red shorts has a baseball glove, both of which might be tough to handle with a water balloon. The water balloons are finding the turf right now and not finding the glove or the net. Throwing competition and the home run derby still on deck as we roll past the 7 o'clock hour on the Florence Y'alls Broadcasting Network. Paul Fritchner with you. Thanks to everybody for tuning in tonight. Hope you all are enjoying the show so far. The base running competition is concluded. The players were selected and asked to run around the bases as quickly as possible. Brandon Pugh won with a score of 13.1 seconds. Second fastest, Simon Whiteman at 13.7. Blinding speed from Brandon Pugh. We knew he was fast already. We knew Simon Whitening could fly like lightning. Brandon Pugh coming away with the victory. So here we go, the throwing competition. As Aaron Brody just said, we'll run through the point system for you, just in case you couldn't hear that. You can see on your screen behind first base and behind third base, there are two huge nets, and there is a basket of baseballs right there at home plate. The players that are participating in this competition will grab a baseball. They will get 1 point for throwing the ball and just hitting the net. That's all they got to do is hit that net down first base or third base, but that's only 1 point, and what fun is that? We're shooting for more points here. Excitement. So, there's a gator going across the outfield, which you can see slowly rolling from foul line to foul line in the outfield. If they hit the gator on the shallow cross, so it's going to go closer to the infield first, it's 5 points. And on the deeper turn, which it looks like that would be what it is right now, if they can hit it here, it would be 10 points on the move if you hit the gator. Chad Sedio, the first up in this throwing competition. Sedio takes a quick, easy point to the net. Now he's going to try and hit the gator, and he overthrows it. This is a shallow cross for the gator, so it would be 5 points if he hits it. And too far to the left. Not throwing it far enough out in front. And over the head of the gator this time. So still only 1 point for Chad Sedio. Sedio's going to wait for it to get a little deeper here. Wind up, take a throw, and it bounces over. Bounced in front and then bounced over the back of it. Sedio's still with just 1 point. Winds up, throws, and out in front. Spraying baseballs all over the field. Sedio will just take a quick second point. And overthrows the gator again. Ball rolls all the way to the wall. Take it to the gator and overthrows it. That one right on point. So 7 points for Chad Sedio in his first go-around. Sedio, E.P. Reese, Craig Massey, Brian Dansereau, Will Baker, and Mitch Piotnik are the contestants in this throwing competition. 6 contestants.
All right, let's bring our second competitor in the box. E.P. Reese, everybody.
EPs. Dan's up now. E.P. Reese. So each player gets 10 throws. Here's the first throw from EP. He's going right for the gator. It bounces just in front of the hood. And on throw 2, hits it. Throw number 2 behind it. Throw 3, right on point. And he He's telling the Gator to get going and turn around. He doesn't want those 1-point throws. EP winds up, throws out, and it's behind the Gator. And the throw again behind. Trying hard here for the 10-point throw, and he just misses, maybe by a foot. Three more throws for EP. No, one more throw. This is his last throw. He's got to hit it here, and he does. So that's 10 points for EP Reese in that round. Moves him into first place after Chad Sedio's 7-point performance. Fan Appreciation Night here at UC Health Stadium. Paul Fritchner with you as we stream these competitions, the base running, throwing, and home run derby in that order. Base running already completed. Brandon Pugh, the victor there, running around the bases in 13.1 seconds. Throwing competition, 1 point for hitting the net on each side of your screen, 5 points for hitting the moving Gator when it comes across the shallow part of the field, and on a deeper cross, it's 10 points.
Drilled it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's already there. That was on the second turn. Now they're coming back in for the fiver. He can seal it with one more Gator throw. Little behind. He still needs another point. Got it. Massey's in front. 15 points. It's the number to beat.
Craig Massey right now at 15 points. Massey throwing here. He's already taken down EP Reese, as you could hear on the crowd mic.
So far so good down here on the field. Seen a lot of athleticism. We, of course, saw Simon Whiteman take home the speed challenge. No real surprise there. Really speedy guy. Craig Massey's already locked up the top spot in the throwing competition. There are 3 more guys to go this event. All eyes kind of on that home run derby right now, I think. Everybody's excited to see that. We'll see Massey again in it. I would certainly hope after this event.
As we hear Aaron Brody
Sorry, I
talking
got
up to us
queued up there
in the
for
booth.
the live mic down here. But Massey now in front on the throwing competition. All eyes kind of on that home run derby later, but already a roaring success down here on the field. The speed challenge was a lot of fun. Came down to Simon Whiteman and Brandon Pugh. That's what everybody would have thought going into it, but Simon Whiteman takes it home. So still wrapping up the throwing challenge here. 15's now the number to beat. Craig Massey, the guy that did it.
So I should clarify there, as you heard Aaron say, Simon Whiteman did in fact win the base running competition, but we did 2 rounds, and in the first round, the runners went around the bases at full speed, and Brandon Pugh ran at 13.1 seconds, an incredibly fast pace, lightning quick. You can go back and watch it if you just rewind the stream. Now in the second round, they did a home run trot, and that was where Simon Whiteman came away with the victory as Brandon Pugh took his time around the bases. So on the actual sprint around the bases, Brandon Pugh won by 0.6 of a second, but on the home run trot in round number 2. Joining us on the broadcast here as we see Brian Danzero throwing. Danzero with a chance here, but just overthrowing. Danzero fourth in this competition. Craig Massey, the number to beat right now. But we have a member of the Florence Y'alls front office. Eric, first of all, introduce yourself. What do you do here in Florence? And thanks for coming on, too.
No problem, Paul. So, yeah, my name's Eric Quallen. I've been here. This is my 3rd year. How's it going, everybody? I do all of the group sales here at the ballpark. So as far as, group ticket sales, selling our suites, servicing some of our clients here at the ballpark. So I'm the entertainer here for everybody. So I put on a good show for them.
So when people want to call, are they calling you or are you contacting them later? Or what's your interaction with the Florence fans here?
So I do a little bit of both.
Okay.
So people who are diehard fans come out here a lot. They reach out to me, and it's kind of just an easy conversation. They're like, hey, Eric, we're coming back out next Friday. Give me 20 tickets. And I'm like, all right, no problem, guys. I'll get you guys in the same seats they like, the same areas and everything like that. But then I also reach out to those in the community that haven't been out to the ballpark before to make them aware of things going on here and, what we actually do, because a lot of people don't know.
Yep.
I was down at the La Torta, the Mexican restaurant right down the street, and we're just there. We go there often for lunch, and they're like, I've been, in Florence for, 5 years now, or just moved, and I didn't even know that you guys had a ballpark here. I'm just kind of blown away by it. So that's kind of what I do to try to bring in the new business, just make people aware of what we put on here at the ballpark.
As we see Will Baker, second to last competitor, taking his 10 throws.
Yeah, we're kind of lost here. Sorry, guys. We don't know what the score is as far as the throwing competition. Sorry for the long intro.
We're doing our best here, folks, as we listen into Aaron Brody's live microphone down there, keeping track of the score. But Will Baker is throwing.
I don't know the score. Do you know the score, Paul?
I don't either. I know that Craig Massey's still in the lead, although Baker is giving him a run for his money.
He's thrown some a little short, though.
I think the question is, does it count on the hop?
See. Oh,
my.
Nailed the front.
Nailed the front hood there.
I think he's in the lead.
Craig Massey at 40 points.
40 points. Blowing them away.
Thank you very much, Aaron Lucan.
He's going for those 10-point throws. They're pretty deep. For those of you who aren't here, it is probably about a close to 300-foot throw that these guys are doing for the 10 points. So the ballpark down in left field and right field line is 325.
Yeah, it's a deep throw down there, Eric, as we see these guys get over. That's Will Baker.
So I think they yelled at us either 55 points or 45.
25.
Oh, 25. We're really bad at math over here, apparently. Paul's got all the fancy notes here. I'm coming in here blind.
25 points. Well, I'm just trying to do my best here.
Yeah.
Eric. We're trying to do what I can.
We're putting on a show. This is something we've never done before.
This is fun. So how did you guys have this idea for this? What did you guys think?
Are you saying, is it my idea? Or?
Well, it's more of like a send-off for the fans. This is, like you said, the first time you've ever done this. So when you guys were putting this together, what was your thinking to be able to give this back to Florence?
Yeah, to give you the front office kind of info. We wanted to give back to those who supported us during this season. We were so grateful to have, and no better way than what they do in the big leagues. Kind of like an all-star weekend is what we're going for with the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. Obviously, the first playoff game, the best of 3 series, is tomorrow night here in Florence. So beforehand, we want to do a home run derby skill competition to, kind of for these guys that came out here during this little mini season, you want to call it, we're having, to show off their talents, the skills that they're doing. Because a lot of these guys are, you know, guys who haven't, you know, been able to play in a while. They're still trying to stay in shape to, you know, to hopefully be picked up and sign that either major league contract or get picked up by one of the farm teams. Who's throwing right now, Paul?
Mitch Piotnik is throwing right now. Piotnik keeping it low to the ground.
Hits a 5-pointer.
Well, my question was, Eric, does it count if they just hit the gator, or does it have to be caught out there?
It does not have to be caught. So we have some of our operation interns out there.
I
Looks
can't
like
tell who that is.
that looks like James.
Okay.
James and Brennan's driving. He's going probably about 3 or 4 miles per hour. So if it hits it, it's points. If he catches it, obviously we don't want them to get hurt. So they're catching it out of their own safety here.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
What was the score there? 15.
15 points. Aaron Lukin behind us, keeping us on our toes as we get the relay up from the radio down on the field. 15 points.
That puts Mitch into, let's see, 4th place here.
Alrighty, so we're now in the finals of the throwing challenge. We're gonna have Craig Massey and Will Baker. Both guys stepped up, really looked sharp. Massey kind of, I don't know, he made it really difficult. He got 50 in the first round. That was the high. Will Baker chipped in an admirable 25, so he got halfway there. But now it all doesn't matter. You go back to 0, and it's Baker versus Massey. So it's going to be a lot of fun down here to see who is the kingpin thrower of the baseball at UC Health Stadium.
Checking in down there on the field with Aaron Brody, the now 3rd member of our broadcast crew. Eric and I up here. Aaron down there on the field wearing the wireless microphone. As we check in on another young fan promotion, it will be, as Aaron said, Craig Massey and Will Baker in the throwing competition. The base running competition technically won by Simon Whiteman, but the fastest time around the bases was Brandon Pugh. They did a home run trot in the second and final round, and that was won by Simon Whiteman. It's a dance competition down the first base line.
Dudley Taw danced. Dudley Taw can move. Just busted into the worm down here, much to everyone's delight. Fan Appreciation Day. I don't think I've seen the worm done better since Paul Fritchner did it at homecoming.
Aaron gives me too much credit. I could never do that. Could
yeah,
you?
I'm not a good dancer, so that's not happening. Bravos to these guys going out there and doing that. I'd embarrass myself.
Dudley Taw at 14.2 seconds in his base running competition. But we're going to see the finals of the throwing competition now. Craig Massey had 50 points in the first round. Will Baker at 25. But first of all, JD getting the fans to vote.
Wags.
I think Dudley Taw there outvoted by the fans for the young fan.
Young fans are going to take it away for the win.
Applause proportional to the age of the fan.
Appreciation Day. Why don't we go ahead and ask another question from one of our very own fans. This time the fans want to hear from Joe Doherty. The great closer, Joe Doherty. A fan question. Go ahead and take a stand. We'll face the crowd. The crowd wants to know, Joe, what is your favorite quote in The Office?
Oh.
It's got to be when Kevin says, meet me. Shoot, I forgot it.
Maybe your second favorite quote from The Office.
I don't think he's a real Office fan. He can't think of a quote.
Why say a loud word with few word, new trick?
Kevin's always a popular choice for the one-liner. So if you're asking Joe Doherty, it's that line from The Office that ranks #1 in the critically acclaimed series.
For those of you who are Office fans, the line that Joe was talking about from Kevin Malone, why say more word when few word do trick?
Yep.
Now,
Something like that.
Are you an Office fan?
I am an Office fan, so I watched it
That is
a
the
while ago.
privilege of.
Yeah, so I watched it, when it kind of first came out. I know it's on Netflix, and everybody's kind of just watched it as like background noise when they're at home, just messing around. I'm not one of those super diehard fans, but I couldn't tell you every quote, but that's about the best as I can do.
Will Baker stepping in now for the finals of the competition. Yeah, as far as The Office goes, Eric, it's a show that I had never seen until quarantine started, and I didn't really even know any of the characters. I didn't really know anything about it, and I'm still working through it. I'm on season 9 right now. Watched a few episodes today. Still working through my first watch of it, but
Just stick through it. Just finish it out when you have some time. But kind of update you what's going on in the field right here. I believe this is Will Baker throwing right now.
it is.
He currently has 10 points. He hit that long throw.
So we are counting it if it just hits the gator.
Yeah, if it hits the gator, that's the
Okay.
whole point.
But not if but what if they catch it?
They catch it, it still counts. We just don't want them to get hit with the ball. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
That's why they have a glove.
Okay.
So he's got 10 points. I still believe they get 10 throws in this
Yes,
championship
yes.
round.
Second round is the same as the first as far as throws go. And then home run derby on deck after this ends. And I think we can expect fireworks in that one.
We hope to see a lot of fireworks. Speaking of fireworks, tomorrow night.
Great segue right there.
If you don't have tickets to tomorrow night's game, we are doing a triple XL fireworks show, something that hasn't been done here at the ballpark before. Basically, it's going to be 4th of July here at the ballpark with I see all of the firework platforms out there. I drove by it earlier on my way into work. I think I saw 15 platforms for fireworks. Usually there is maybe 4. So we went big.
Yeah, I noticed it too when I was driving back behind the stadium on my way in. And at first I thought it was tonight, and then I remembered tomorrow night is the game on Friday night. So Friday night fireworks, game time again 7:05 tomorrow night.
Yep.
First pitch in the first game of the 2 out of 3 as Will Baker's throwing competition in round number 2 is completed, and we will see Craig Massey up now. Massey, a competitor in all 3 competitions, and he may take
Starting
this
off with
easily.
5.
And this is exactly why the coaching staff believes he is the best player in this Battle of the Bourbon Trail. He is making this look easy. Just stepping into the throws. This is a nonchalant effort for Craig Massey as he can just pretty much waltz his way to the victory.
Well, we'll see. What's the update? How many did Will Baker
Lucan,
get?
do we have an update on round number 2 for Will Baker?
He only got 10. So he got the one long throw we saw.
So he already has 10
Yeah,
here.
he's got 20 points.
Massey does.
He's hit the short ones. I like that strategy better than going for the long ones. The short ones, for you guys listening, is about the equivalent throw of the infield. So it's basically a little harder throw, throwing down to second. So it's easy points to get, Paul. I don't know why a lot of the guys didn't try to do it.
Does it count on the bounce?
I don't believe it counts on the bounce.
Okay.
We're not the best with kind of strict rules, so we might give it to the guys if it's close, like a little one skip hopper, like right on it. But one that bounces super short, there's no way we're getting it to him.
Massey got to step into it. I think he only needs one more throw.
Yeah, I think it's either one.
There it is.
He got it.
That's the win for Craig Massey. He may just warm up and launch this one Trevor Bauer style.
Yeah. Looks like he's throwing. Yep, there it goes. Short. Short.
Just short.
Hit the wall.
Hit the wall and bounce back.
Needs to hit the weight room a little bit.
Hit the bottom of the right field wall. Craig Massey victorious in the throwing competition, and would not be surprised to see him victorious in the home run competition in just a few minutes. But we'll stick down onto the field as Aaron Brody continues to MC this and hands Massey, is that a victory plaque?
Yeah, I believe everybody who wins each skill competition we did, they get a plaque. It's really nice. Yeah, but we really don't know a lot up here, Paul. We're kind of going on the fly.
Well, we can tell you that in the home run derby, it'll be Chad Sedio, Craig Massey, Cesar Trejo, Logan Wyatt, Harrison DeNicola, Blaze Spees, and Kevin Watley.
All right.
As you can see out in the field, the baseballs are being collected before we get into the home run derby.
Paul, real fast, who do you have winning the home run derby here? Who do you think the favorite is?
Oh,
Who's
boy.
the long shot? Favorite and long shot.
Well, if you look down the batting order, and I want to just make sure I have this right before I say anything, I think the favorite by far would be Craig Massey. Most home runs on the season for the Florence Y'alls
Looks like
was Harrison DeNicola.
with 6.
Chad Sedio had 12. Craig Massey had 8. So all three of those guys kind of right there at the top. But
Who are the dogs?
looking
I'm a
down
big
the
dog
list,
guy. What did Blaze Spees get?
Kevin Watley had 2 home runs this season, and Blaze Spees
Had 0.
did not have any, but about 2 weeks ago, he was a common pick between this coaching staff of maybe a dark horse in this home run derby. So Spees, if you want that underdog pick, look for Spees.
Give me Spees. I'm going with Spees for my dog.
Spees here. All right, well, I guess the favorite, if you want to say that, the favorite would be Chad Sedio, just going strictly on the home run numbers with 12. But my pick will be Craig Massey, win 2 out of the 3 competitions tonight. Each of the 7 competitors will get 4 minutes in the first round to hit as many home runs as they can.
And I believe we do have the rules where the ball has to land before they can attempt to hit the next pitch. So I don't think it's going to be rapid fire, kind of like in video games, but it's like the MLB home run derby. You have to wait for that ball to land, whether it be fair or foul.
Could you go out there and hit a home run? I couldn't.
You know, I'm overly confident that I could. You know, back when I interned here in 2017, we got to do some BP on the field, and the farthest I got was a couple off the wall. You know, I
Metal bat or wood bat?
was wood bat.
Wood bat?
It was wood bat. I'd say I was a little out of my prime at that moment. Haven't been in training like these guys are. So, yeah, I blame the guy pitching.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was
well,
throwing
it's
it
not
everywhere.
your fault.
Yeah.
It's not, no.
I couldn't get a
As
good
a
one.
hitter, it's not our fault we didn't hit
never-
the home run.
never
no,
our fault.
No. I mean, the wind, you got to factor in the wind.
I think there was
the pitch was probably low.
Yep.
Out of the zone.
I think it was Nico pitching, so knowing him, he
The bat,
can't.
what'd you say? Was it metal or
It was a wood bat.
Okay, wooden bat was probably broken.
No, that's my baby. She's a good wood bat.
Oh, was it your bat?
It was my personal bat I use.
Ah, you really went all out.
I went
for
all
that.
out, yeah.
Interesting. Paul Fritchner, Eric with you. Eric, last name?
Qualin.
Qualin.
It's a tough one.
Qualin.
Qualin.
I was going to go with
Q-U-A.
Qualum. Qualin.
I get a lot of different variations. It's Qualin.
Qual-
Q-U-A-L-L-E-N.
Eric and I have been here. You were here the year before I was here.
Yep.
In 2017, I came on in 2018 full-time with Aaron as his number 2, and then filled in a little bit last year, and then back here this year. So you and I have gone way back here at Florence, and
Yep.
I've
definitely.
enjoyed my time here. Have you enjoyed your
Yep.
3-4 years here?
I enjoy it. It's fun. It's, keeps you on your toes, and it's rewarding.
It is. It is. That's the one thing about working in sports. You come into the office every day, you never really know what you're going to get between you working with different groups or, like you said, going out and experiencing the community and spreading the word about the Florence Y'alls. And what were some of the things that you experienced, Eric, in this past off season? Not so much with the coronavirus, but with the rebrand of the team, with the Y'alls, and having to go out and explain and tell people that, hey, this is the same team, same organization. We're just playing under a different name this year.
That's how it was. It's nothing changed going on here at the ballpark besides the name and new colors. Everything else is the same. If anything, we're adding more stuff here. Improvements, upgrades to spaces. As you know, we had plans to redo the bar area by the bandstand. Obviously, since the coronavirus happened, we couldn't finish, the plan we had for down there. And I know they want to do some other external things here at the ballpark. So next year, we'll see what some of the changes are. The fans can look forward to that. I know that's a big mission statement for something's happening on the field. Let's go down if we can, Paul. You do all the magic.
Well,
hit your buttons.
we're going to try and get the.
They're doing some awards, I think.
We're giving away awards here on the field. And we're trying to get some confirmation about the awards. Although they were playing the top plays on the screen, which you can go back and watch on Twitter. I believe that link was tweeted out not too long ago.
Oh, they're doing like, you know, Paul, in high school, how they did like for the seniors, it was like the most likely to do this to happen in the future.
Yes.
So right here, I got the list.
Superlatives.
Yeah, that's what it's
Senior
called.
superlatives.
So we have
In high school, that is.
So we have best hair. I'm going to tell you guys all in order since you can't hear what's going on. So I have best hair. Is that Marshall Rich?
Yep.
Class clown. They went with Rodney Tenney. I believe this was all voted on by the players and the coaching staff.
Okay.
Most likely MLB. So who's most likely to get picked up and make it to the MLB is Chad Sedio. Life of the Party was voted on by Brandon Pugh as the winner of that. Most unforgettable, so guy that everybody's going to remember is Craig Massey. Best car,
Yannicker Villalobos
and Martinez.
Edgar Martinez.
So obviously a lot of these guys travel kind of to play here during the season, so going from Lexington to up here. So I guess he must have the best car. It might be an inside joke. Who knows? We don't know what kind of car he has. He has a minivan, apparently.
I love that.
Last one here, Paul, is bromance.
Hayden Wheeler and Ryan Mordecai.
Yep. So that kind of mixes in with the class clown. So if it's best bromance, class clown, they kind of probably have to get together like that. So Rodney won the class clown, but they must got a little bromance going on there, Weeder and Mordecai.
Come up here into the booth and hold on just a second. We're going to go back down to Aaron Brody.
Alrighty, so just to give you guys a little bit of color as to what's going on down here on the field right now, we're presenting yearbook awards. So the players have decided, kind of like the superlatives that you'll have in your yearbook, who takes home certain awards on the team this year. We saw Marshall Rich almost unanimously nominated and accepting the award of hair. So Marshall Rich, who's got a clean-shaven head, the shine, the chrome dome, takes home the award for best hair tonight. Superlative nominated by the players. Tremendous choice. And the second player that we just saw awarded was Rodney Tenney for the class clown. So Rodney Tenney has jokes for days.
So that is confirmation from Aaron Brody that we were right with the senior superlatives being awarded.
No surprise here, Paul. No surprise here. They handed out another yearbook superlative. Chad Sedio takes it home, the award. Most likely to play in Major League Baseball. Got to go with Sedio. He was one call away last year in AAA with the Toledo Mud Hens, the Tigers organization. So no jokes on this nomination. Chad Sedio most likely to play in the major leagues. Got to love it. Good call.
So now we'll come back up here to the booth just briefly and welcome in Aaron Lucan. Aaron, how are you?
I am wonderful, Paul. Thanks for having me on here.
Now this
having a blast here tonight.
This is not your debut on the radio here with us. You've come on to a game before. How'd you enjoy that?
Oh, I had a great time. Like I told Aaron, it was the one thing, I think one of the few things.
Here, we're going to go back down to Aaron. Aaron can't hear us.
This is one of these moments, guys, that I wish I was on the broadcast. I see Aaron Lucan and Paul Fritchner. That is a Hall of Fame booth. Hall of Fame booth up there. It's Lucan and Paul. Just want to give you the mouthpiece to one more award. Life of the Party goes to Brandon Pugh. Life of the Party. Paul comes up in second yet again. Not your award tonight, Paul. It goes to Brandon Pugh for Life of the Party, though you probably do the worm better.
Well, having a lot of fun here on Fan Appreciation Night. Aaron is down there. Now, Aaron has a crowd mic, but we don't have an earpiece, so we're signaling back and forth to when each other can talk.
Yep.
So pointing up to us, but Aaron Lucan here in the booth. Lucan, Eric was telling us a little bit about what he does. Now, what do you do behind the scenes? What's your job here with the Freedom and the Y'alls?
So I guess you could say it's, well, really a little bit of everything. We all wear so many hats around here, but my main responsibilities revolve around our season ticket and mini plan holders. I am their guy here at the ballpark. Take great care of them and really enjoy getting to know them. And then in addition to that, I've got some group outings, I've got some sponsorship responsibilities, and then our big piece is amateur baseball, which is kind of my baby and has become it this past year. So really a little bit of everything. I spend a lot of time here, but I love every minute of it.
So when you say that it's become your baby, are you contacting coaches? You're putting on the events here when Florence isn't playing, correct?
That's correct. Now, I do have a lot of help with that, but for the most part, yes.
So you here tonight, and at some points during the season, most points here during the season, you've been up here behind us on Radio Row and the game production side of things. So when you're producing the game and helping out as one of the production managers here, what's your role there?
So I help run sound. Tonight I'm on a headset with the video room. That's part of the reason why I don't have this headset all the way on. I actually know how it is worn, believe it or not. But I just want to be able to make sure I hear this in case somebody calls up, we need to make a quick change or something, and I can jump back there and take care of that.
Aaron Lucan, a man of many hats, is down on the field. We still have the senior superlatives, the high school superlatives, as we've explained, going on down on the field. So
yep.
we'll take you back down there.
We just got best car, and that was Edgar Martinez and Yannicker Villalobos. They share a minivan, and it is a banger from what I understand. So the players absolutely erupted down there, but now we hear from them as they talk about what's going on with their stylish wheels.
Well, I don't want to hear any slander about the minivan, Aaron.
Oh.
I used to drive a minivan, so...
Oh, absolutely not. Mad respect to the minivan, my friend. No disrespect whatsoever.
See, when you're in high school and you get the minivan and you see the high school students that have the minivan, now I shared the minivan with my family, so it wasn't my own. Mm-hmm. But you go in and you're thinking to yourself, oh, my goodness, I got to drive a minivan. But the underrated part about the minivan, well, I'll have to tell you in just a second. We're going to go back down to Aaron Lucan.
Aaron Brody.
Broadcast live from field level. Aaron Brody to report a couple more superlatives. Craig Massey takes home most unforgettable. We all know the year Craig Massey had. No real jokes there. Massey, the most unforgettable, 31 years old, and absolutely dominated this year in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. But this one was a lot of fun. The best car to the ballpark, and the jokes are back in full force. Yannicker Villalobos and Edgar Martinez take home the award. They drive a 16-year-old minivan. They carpool to the ballpark together. They said it has high miles, but even more utility. It's also their locker on the road. So the minivan, the shaggin' wagon, for Yannicker Villalobos and Edgar Martinez nets them best car in the yearbook superlatives.
We love to see it.
Well, Aaron, as I was saying, the minivan is it's the Swiss Army knife of vehicles. And
it really is.
You can pile your friends in there, and you can, as you say, have a locker in there when you're on the road. There's just so many uses to the minivan that maybe the cool little sports car doesn't provide for you.
Absolutely, and I have mad respect for it. My first car was a 1997 Mercury Grand Marquis in powder blue. Got about 6 miles to the gallon, was an absolute tank. So mad respect to the minivan, but I'd like to see it go head-to-head in the demo derby with my first wheels.
So what? Well, your Grand Marquis, what happened to it?
Well,
are you still driving it?
No.
How many miles did it get?
It only had about 40,000 miles. It was a Sunday special from my great uncle, of all people.
But I'm saying when you got rid of it.
Yeah.
It had 40,000 miles when you got rid of it?
Yeah.
And it only got 6 miles to the gallon?
Well, I mean, it seemed
Where
that
did you
way.
drive this car, Aaron?
Well, I started driving it. When I started driving it, it only had about 24, 25. And then it got so old, and it started having some nickel and dime issues with it, so we parted ways.
Going to go back down to Aaron Brody.
I think you might have got hosed again, Paul. Looking awful cozy up there in the suite, in the booth, I should say, with Aaron Lucan. Accepting the award for best bromance actually goes to Ryan Mordecai and Hayden Wheeler. So you guys are looking good up there. You're sitting awful close. But it's
Whoa.
Hayden Wheeler and Ryan Mordecai, best bromance in Florence.
Oh, those two guys, such great friends, and
Yes.
it's great to see. One of the things that has been a lot of fun has been these teams, and while it is the Freedom and the Y'alls, this one huge program here has been such a great time to see all these guys become so close, as Aaron Lucan has to step away here from the broadcast and go do his job for the evening. But one of the best parts of this Battle of the Bourbon Trail has been seeing the camaraderie on the field between all of these guys. The pitchers being one collective pitching staff, the Y'alls and the Freedom being their own individual lineups, but all these guys becoming such good friends, and the product on the field and the chemistry between the teams shows, as the Florence Freedom and the Florence Y'alls had the two best records, and the Florence Freedom eventually coming away as the regular season champions for this 2020 Battle of the Bourbon Trail. Still waiting here to get going on the Home Run Derby on a very windy night and a cloudy evening here in Florence. What has turned into a very fun night. If you're listening on YouTube, we'd love to hear from you. Have the YouTube stream pulled up in front of us. So I'd love to hear from you where you're listening from. Check in on the broadcast here.
All right, so the home run derby is just coming here in just a moment.
Hope you're enjoying listening to what has become a very entertaining Thursday night in Northern Kentucky. Home Run Derby on deck. Chad Sedio, Craig Massey, Cesar Trejo, Logan Wyatt, Harrison DeNicola, Blaze Spees, and Kevin Watley are the competitors in this Home Run Derby. Now Lucan back on the air.
Hello again.
Just a man of many hats tonight, Aaron.
Well, yes, sir.
So we're about to see the Home Run Derby take place. And Lucan, who's your pick for the Home Run Derby? If you need a refresher, here are the contestants. Who's your pick? I know you're a big fan of Kevin Watley.
Absolutely.
Is that your pick?
I think Kevin could be a dark horse, but I think it's going to come down to our home run leaders, Chad Sedio, and I could see Harrison DeNicola making some noise.
All right, Aaron. A couple of dark horse picks. Now DeNicola does have a great season at the plate. Can't say he's too much of a dark horse. He led the Y'alls in the home run category with 6. As we see the golf promotion out on the field, the U.S. Open going on right now, and the fans are tasked with hitting a golf ball with a golf club closest to the pin that is in straightaway center field right now. And Lucan, this is, in my opinion, the best promotion that we do.
Yes, I couldn't agree more, Paul. This is become quickly a fan favorite. It routinely goes over the 90 seconds that we have allotted for these between inning promotions. But everybody's just so mesmerized by it that they don't really care. Like, umpires are watching the thing. And, you know, it could go over our time limit that we kind of set for ourselves, and nobody knows because they just want to see it. They hear the Masters theme, and it's just like they go into a trance. As Paul looks to have gone into a trance himself up here.
Checking in is the family of Kevin Watley, listening in from Port Orchard, Washington. Coast to coast here.
Yes, this is beautiful. Hello to the Watleys. Your son is a fan favorite around here.
Port Orchard, Washington. All around the United States do we go on the Florence Y'alls Broadcasting Network.
And it looks like we have our winner in the closest to the pin competition down there, presented by our friends at Traditions Golf Club. I'm hearing over the radio that it's Nick Floyd bringing home the title.
All right, Nick Floyd.
Upsetting Matt Reitz, who has routinely won it night after night for us. I have to turn the volume down now.
And back on the broadcast, Eric,
I'm
how
back.
are you?
I'm good. I had to go do some duties here around the ballpark real fast during that little break.
Had to do your job?
Yep.
So we got Kevin Watley's family checking in from Port Orchard, Washington, just outside of Seattle. I've been to Seattle once, just a fantastic place there up in the Pacific Northwest. You ever been to Seattle?
No, I just hear it rains.
It's a very rainy area out there, just to the west of Seattle. But I was there for about a week a few years ago, and great place. Went all around Seattle area, went to a Mariners game, went to see Mount Rainier, went down the coast in Oregon. One of my favorite vacations going out there to the Pacific Northwest. Thanks to the Watley family for checking in as we still await the start of the Home Run Derby. And it will be Dennis Pelfrey throwing the first round here as he gets warmed up with the L screen to get himself started. So who's your pick? We have Lucan behind us picking Kevin Watley, likes Harrison DeNicola as potentially a dark horse, although he did lead the Y'alls in home runs with 6. So I don't know how much of a dark horse that is, but we'll give it to him. But Watley
Who did I pick
is
again?
a fan favorite. I believe you picked Blaze Speeds, who did not have a home
Did
run
not
on
have a
this
home
run
run.
on the season,
You're
but
right.
a popular favorite among this, a popular pick, I should say, among this coaching staff.
All right, here we go. Looks like they're starting. Got a hold of that one. Dead center, not enough.
Not enough, as we have some young fans out there shagging baseballs. This one to left center field.
Not enough again.
Wait. Chad Setio is going up there. Now I believe this is just a warm-up.
Yeah, it appears to be a 3-pitch warm-up for all the guys.
Because it will be a 4-minute timed round.
I'll tell you what, Paul, I was walking around the ballpark real fast when I was gone. It has gotten really windy here.
It has, very much so.
There's a lot of wind out towards the right field. So all these guys who, if they're lefties, have a slight advantage for pulling the ball down the line.
Harrison DeNicola's family checking in from Texas. Love to see that. DeNicola, a contestant here in the Home Run Derby. We'll see him in just a moment.
Paul, I need some of these spreadsheets you got. I can't keep track of everybody and the numbers. I don't do this every day like you.
I do my best.
I don't get to watch the games every day, so I only know a couple of the guys by number and, you know, appearances of what they look like.
I do my best here on the Florence broadcast. My broadcast partner, Aaron Brody, the primary broadcaster down on the field, emceeing this event tonight. He'll have his wireless microphone connected.
Is this still on?
It is still on, but he's muted it for now so that it's not overwhelming here on the broadcast as
I was
he
wondering
talks to some of the players. What you're seeing right now, again, folks, on the screen is just a warm-up round for the Home Run Derby. So we're not missing anything. These players are just getting to go up there. They can't take BP.
They took it earlier in the day.
Well, they did take it earlier, but
It was
I
like
guess in
2
relation
o'clock.
to like what you see with a Major League Home Run Derby, you see some of the guys down underneath the stadium taking batting practice in the cages or on the field or what have you with that kind of a thing. And these warm-up swings are in place of that.
Who's pitching? Is that the batting coach?
I believe that's Chad Rhodes pitching.
Chad Rhodes.
It looks like Chad, but I don't want to say for sure. Chad was wearing the same thing as a couple of other guys earlier.
So far in these warm-ups, Paul, I don't believe there's been a home run yet.
I have not seen a home run yet.
Which is shocking.
Hopefully we get some home runs as the night goes along. But it's, again, still just a warm-up.
They're saving everything for the big show.
They are, and I agree. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
This one
That one's gone down the line.
could be close down the line. Bounces just in front of the wall. Long fly to center. Just short. Line drive to right. Short again. Off the base of the wall, though.
Is this live? Is this the first?
Well, we are live on the air, yes.
No, I know that. Is this? I guess that's still a warm up.
Yes, because the actual rounds are 4-minute timed rounds.
You're right.
So
seemed like he got more practice swings in.
Unless time has just completely changed in the last hour, I think we're still in warm ups.
Okay.
Here. Those are a quick 4 minutes, if nothing else.
That's Lucan in the background, yelling for his fan favorite Kevin. I'm sure you guys heard that throughout the entire season.
Kevin Watley at the dish.
It's a nice cool night tonight as well, so it might be a little difficult for the ball to travel. It's not as, hot.
The lefties might have an advantage here with the wind blowing out to right field, the wind carrying. They might have an advantage to right field. Looks like Mike Morris now, hitting coordinator, hitting coach, throwing. That one in on his hands. That's what we were talking about earlier, Eric. It's the pitcher's fault. It's not the batter's. If the batter doesn't hit the home run, it's not his fault. It's the bat's fault. It's the wind's fault. It's the pitcher's fault, but it's not your fault.
Mike is giving them up and in right now. Maybe the guys like it in that spot. You don't know.
Well, that's something I've talked about all season here on the broadcast is how we've seen as there's
that's a bomb
moonshot to left, but with the wind, is this going to get out? No, it won't.
No.
That's a routine fly out to left field, and what a catch by the youngster. And Blaze Speeds. Now, here's your pick.
Yeah, let me get the binoculars for this
Here's
one.
your pick. We still have yet to see a home run.
No, I think we've seen a couple. We're just not
in
paying
the warm-ups.
We're not paying good attention, Paul.
I have yet to see one, but there was a couple in the first few swings that may have had the distance, and it's a little hard to see the ball as it gets out to straightaway center field.
Blaze is just getting his swings in, getting the fundamentals down,
getting those
hitting
hips
a couple
rotated,
liners.
Stretching out the arms.
Nothing in there's one.
A little short.
Those are great hits, Phil, as a normal game. Those are base hits.
Yeah, he's spraying it all over the field.
Yeah.
Again, thanks to everybody checking in on the broadcasts. Family of Kenny Pearson checking in on the broadcast. Appreciate that. Taking you into our homes or into your home for the evening. Appreciate everybody listening. Paul Fritchner with you and a myriad of other guests on the broadcast. Aaron Lucan joining me for a moment. But Eric, as we look on through here and we get into the Home Run Derby, which is the meat and potatoes of this fan appreciation night and the event that likely everybody came here to see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you gave me the pick in Blaze Spees, but other than that, outside of that, what are you looking for here out of this Home Run Derby? What do you want to see, Eric?
What I want to see is a nice tight race. I don't want to see some guy hit they get 4 minutes and they hit, let's say, 20 home runs and he wins by 11 or so. Like, I want some guys to keep it competitive so the fans enjoy it and they put on a good show. That's what I want to see.
All right. Now, I mentioned the lefties potentially having an edge.
It could be swirling winds up in there, so the wind looks like it's still going crosswind to right field, so it's not pushing it out exactly, but it's slightly fading to the right.
And we've already seen 2 home runs here in this round.
That one
maybe
looks like
3.
It's gone.
These are deep shots and gone.
Yes.
That was Dudley Taw, a late addition to this home run roster. And now here we are. We're going to go into the...
They're restocking all the balls. Looks like this is it. Probably in about a couple minutes or so. So we got some insider information. Nico came up, he was on the field earlier for some of the promotions, and what we were talking about before, he says with the overcast that's come in and the wind swirling, they're having some trouble possibly seeing the ball, Paul. Tongue twister right there.
It is, yeah. For sports, the name really rolls off the tongue. But, yeah, on a cool night with the wind, ball not traveling as well.
Might come down to the guys who have the most power in their swings. They got to really will the way to get it over the fence.
Wind dying down a little bit, as you can see on the American flag out in right center field. Now it's starting to pick up again a little bit, just as I say that. But the flag in right field, the best indicator for those of you watching at home on what this wind is like. Some more fans, some more family of Kevin Watley checking in. So Kevin Watley with a fan club here. And we'll see him momentarily in the home run derby.
All right, looks like they're doing some interviews with the players maybe.
This has been really well done tonight. This has been a lot of fun for the fans in attendance and for those of you watching on the YouTube stream between the Q&As, Eric, and everything else. This has been a lot of fun.
It has been. And this is the first time I've done something like this as well. So, Paul, I want a report card of how I did once
You've been
we're
doing
done.
great. Keeping me company. It's fun having the second voice on the air as we come back up here. It's fun having somebody else on the air.
It is. I was
bounce
noticing,
off each other.
I noticed maybe we'll have a little trouble. I'm like, hey, Paul, you want me to come
Hey,
on?
whoa.
All right.
A lot of fun up here on the broadcast as we get ready for the home run derby. Now, Eric, your pick was Blaze Spees.
I'm going with the dog.
I'm going to go, let's see
You
here.
went with,
I was going back and forth. Chad Sedio, Craig Massey, the two names at the top as Nico checks in here.
Nico, who's your favorite?
Nico, who's your pick
who's
tonight?
Your pick?
Harrison DeNicola
Okay.
has family watching on the broadcast. We have Aaron Lucan checking back in. Cast of characters here in the booth on Fan Appreciation Night. We have Front Office Appreciation Night on the broadcast. Everybody checking in. And Lucan's pick was
Massey. I think it was Massey.
Well, Lucan, give me your official pick, Lucan.
Chad Sedio.
Chad Sedio. Okay. So the favorite. Lucan's going with the favorite. So I can't pick the same as everybody else. So we got Sedio, we have Blaze Spees, we have DeNicola. Okay, I'll go with Kevin Watley. Watley's
fan favorite Kevin
Watley's got a lot of family checking in here on the broadcast. So Watley family, I cater to you. Watley is my pick for the winner of tonight's home run derby.
All right, looks like it's about to get started here. Who's first?
I believe this is Chad Sedio. We'll get confirmation.
They're saying yes.
And it is Chad Sedio. Rip to right field. This is a line drive and
short.
Just short. 4 minutes. And you can see out on the the Jumbotron in left field.
If you can read it.
Although I can tell it's a little hard to read. So there's 3 minutes and 40 seconds right now. We'll keep updating you as the night goes along.
No home runs yet.
Chad Sedio at the dish.
That one has a chance
This is
for
a
right
rip.
center.
Now this is the kind of shot, as we see it fall to right center field, that's the kind of ball that a lot of times we'll see get over the fence. And if that's not getting out, it might be a long night. Here's another one to right center. Just short. This could be a tough one.
This might be the winner, might be 5 home runs. That's gone right down the line. If it's fair. That was fair. That's one. About 3 minutes left. He has 1 home run. Another one down the line. Looks like it's going to go foul. Really close.
So still only 1 home run with 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. This is round 1 of the home run derby.
That one has a chance.
Deep to right. Back. but
That was gone.
no, gone.
2.
Just over the wall.
2.
2 home runs for Chad Setio.
Has a chance. That one's kind of a low liner.
Off the top of the wall. Now, was that off the second tier of fencing or the first? This one definitely gone.
That one's gone for sure.
Way back.
So they said
Oh, that's
3 on the
just 3.
field.
So that one before it went off the top of the first row of fencing, not the second. It was a little hard to tell.
It is hard to tell from up here.
Appreciate everybody checking in. Timeout taken. There is less than 2 minutes left in this first round. 40 seconds on the timeout clock. And right now, Chad Setio with 3 home runs. But again, appreciate everybody checking in on the YouTube live stream. Love to hear from you. Check in, send us a message. I got the YouTube stream pulled up in front of me, so send a message in. Feel free. You already had a lot of families mention that they're watching this tonight.
Alrighty, about to get back started up here.
Setio out of the timeout. Feel like I'm calling a football game. And now they reset the clock. So
minute 50.
There's a minute 50 after they set the clock back up. That ball ripped foul down the right field line. He's at 3 home runs right now.
That one's high. The wind. Let's see what happens here.
Another telltale sign of the rest of this home run derby, and that's well short. Now, Eric, is this your first time on the air, ever?
Yes.
Have you been on the air before?
No, I have no background history in anything like this.
Well, you wouldn't know that. You've been phenomenal.
Thank you.
Appreciate you keeping me company up here, Eric.
Let's see. That one's gone.
If it's fair.
If it's fair.
The wind blowing it.
That's
and
gone.
It's into the Florence bullpen down the right field line.
All the home runs but one have been down the right field line. That's the key going to be to win this tonight, is if you can keep that ball down the line.
The lefties will definitely have an edge. That one's out of here.
So is that 5? Oh, foul.
Foul ball.
Pop up. Fatigue might be setting in here. He's got 35 seconds.
Five home runs for Chad Setio.
20 seconds. 5's not bad. I mean, being the first one's always difficult. That could be 6.
This could be 6. Carrying to the bullpen
Yep.
and out of here.
I'll tell you what, if you hit one to dead center, you have to get all of it, because with the wind tonight, there's no way you're getting over.
Last chance with 1 second. Is it gone? It is.
Nope.
Oh.
Was it?
Was it gone?
Did it hit the yellow?
Just short. It hit the top of the fence.
So what, 6 is the final for the home runs. Maybe Brody's saying 7. 7 is the total.
Seven total for Chad Setio.
Who's next?
And the order was mixed up just a little bit. Should be Craig Massey next. It appears to be who's in the box. Just want to make sure we get a confirmation that everybody that's wearing their jersey numbers is wearing the same jersey numbers that we saw in the beginning of the season. Craig Massey, here we go.
Stepping out. Oh, Brody is still talking.
Brody's still talking.
Shocker.
Chad Setio being interviewed right now from down on the field.
We got some kids in the outfield checking balls, doing cartwheels during this downtime. Looks like they're having a blast.
The lefties definitely have an edge, no doubt about it. Craig Massey up to the dish now. And here we go.
Dennis looks like he's throwing to him.
This is a timed round. Goes to left field first.
He's reaching for it.
But that was very shallow and foul. 2 straight foul balls to get this round started. 3 straight, the same spot and on his hands. Got to barrel it up. Number to beat is 7. This one to left center field, but very shallow.
Nice line drive, would have been a base hit in a normal game. Craig is struggling to start with. Maybe he's not fully loose. Watch out, y'all star.
Florence mascot nearly decapitated by that one. The water tower nearly exploding.
He's got a leak. That one could be a home run.
High fly ball to right field. This one back and
short.
Just at the base of the wall. But this next one,
That was gone.
1 home run for Chad Sedio with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left.
Trying to keep the ball on a nice line like that one is the key, because if you get it too high, the wind might affect
Short
it
again.
too much.
So still only 1 home run for Chad Sedio. Sedio led this Freedom team with 12 home runs and had the most home runs between Florence teams.
Do you guys have me?
Yeah, Brody.
Got me live back in the broadcast booth. Got Craig Massey in the box swinging the stick right now. Chad Sedio has set the mark. He hit first, hit 7 in 4 minutes. So Sedio was 7. For those that might not know, 4 minutes for each round. In the first round, you get 1 45-second breather. So it's all kind of the element of strategy. 4 minutes is a long time. It's a lot of swings. Sedio went halfway, called his timeout. We'll see if Craig Massey sticks with that here at 2 minutes.
So
He's still swinging it.
By my count right now, we have 2 home runs and a timeout taken. And now...
So Massey decided to go for the timeout at 40 seconds. So he basically went the entire round before getting the little swig of water. Interesting decision. You almost wonder if he forgot he had a timeout to use. Just 46 seconds, I believe, on the clock for him. I could be wrong on that, but it's a feel thing.
Can you give another warning to the kids about being on the warning track?
Okay.
And now we're going to welcome another member of the Florence
Trying
front
to keep the
office
kids on the warning track.
into the
That
booth.
was what that was.
Nico Hartung. Nico, how are you?
I'm good, Paul. It's good to be up here, man. I haven't been on the broadcast since my intern year in 2015. Served some time as the on-field MC, so very familiar with the show. And from time to time, check in with you and Brody on the broadcast, so good to be here.
So there is 1 minute and 46 seconds left in this round. As that one just short. Craig Massey, I believe Massey at 3 right now. Is that 4?
That ball's up.
That's gone. That's 4.
That's a scraper, but that'll do. With this wind, you get it over any way you can.
The number to beat is 7. Chad Sedio set that mark. This one a low liner down the right field line. Not enough.
Okay, so I was wrong. It was closer to the halfway point for Massey. Close. Sorry, Paul. Sorry. Hey, less emotion, please. Less emotion. Everyone makes mistakes. So we keep it pretty standard there. Seems like the popular strategy is to go 2 minutes, then take your time out. We've got Massey at 4 home runs right now. You know he hit 8 this season. You know he hit for a ridiculous 460 average. This guy does it all. He's got 3 more home runs in 40 seconds to tie Sedio, though we will trim the top 8 down to the final 4 after this. So 4. If that stays fair, maybe 5. It bends in the wind.
That one's actually 6.
They're going to call that a fair ball. He's at 5. I think this is going to be a good number to get him in that final 4.
Yeah, Brody missed one during that that check-in there, and that ball was up by Massey, got in the wind, and I think carried out because it got so high. And I've got to say, Paul, this guy is really, really impressive. He's competed in every competition so far, and he's done all of them well.
He has, and he won the throwing competition, made it look easy.
And here he is in his last swing, not going to have enough. He falls short at Setio, but, you know, still a couple more guys to swing it.
So 6 home runs, falls just 1 short of Chad Setio. And Brody takes over for the interview of Craig Massey. So again, we'll bring you back up to the booth here. Nico with you. Now, Nico, we've had, again, plenty of people rotate through the broadcast tonight, and I thought it was a good opportunity to give all of you here on Fan Appreciation Night some insight into the front office and what this front office staff has put on for the Battle of the Bourbon Trail this season. So, Nico, take us through your job. You've been here for quite a long time in Florence. You've been through the reband. You've been through so much on the field, off the field. What's your job? What's your role? And how's it been this season?
So I came in as an intern, actually, in 2015. I moved here right when Dennis Pelfrey actually took the head managerial job for the team, and he really turned everything around. From just a culture standpoint, and really that culture that the coaching staff puts on the field for those guys, we have that same mentality in the office. We want to win too. So my job here, if you see all the outfield wall signage, whenever we go back, I do all the corporate partnerships here, Paul. So a little bit of everything, you know, the group outings, all of the sponsorship, B2B sales, things like that. But this whole COVID process has just been mind-bending for all of us. Just a lot of us have had to reinvent ourselves here with all of this stuff that's going on, and really it's just been survival mode.
What do you think has been the most difficult thing as Cesar Trejo steps into the box for his turn with the Home Run Derby, but managing the coronavirus, what's been the most difficult thing for you guys as the front office?
I think the most difficult thing for us, you know, a lot of the fans, they come to the games and they get to enjoy it, and they see the finished product. They're seeing the polished product whenever we're putting on a show. All of the work that goes in by our entire staff to get this place up and running, clean every night, up to standards for that great experience, especially in COVID, just taking the extra step, you know, making sure everything's clean. It's been a real challenge for us this year, but, you know, take it all the way back to March when we don't know what's going to happen from day to day, and that ball's up by Trejo and is going to go.
I think that was that out, or was that at the base of the wall?
That one looked like it got up, but I could have been wrong. He's a righty here, so he's a little bit disadvantaged.
Yeah.
He is hitting straight into a crosswind. These balls are absolutely roped.
Yeah, on any normal 95-degree July night here at UC Health Stadium, we see Cesar with probably 5 home runs already, but on a very crisp September night with the wind blowing from left to right, he is battling all of the conditions right now. As we have E.P. Reese's family checking in from Florida, watching on a generator because of Hurricane Sally. So everybody fighting through the conditions here. Players on the field fighting through the wind, but down in Florida, Hurricane Sally, good to hear you guys are doing all right. And watching on the generator is Cesar Trejo, confirmed on the board with a home run to left field, and 2 minutes and 26 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, just want to give a shout out to everybody watching right now as well. We thank you guys for tuning in. It's a testament to our staff and everybody checking in to watch this. You know, family or not, this is a really cool event we've been wanting to do for some time, and I'm glad it's finally come to fruition here. As Trejo gets up off the C forward sign.
That's a great ad plug right there. You could have just said off the sign, but off the C forward sign, that is why we pay you the big bucks.
And Trejo got a hold of this one, but that's going to be up in the wind. That is, you know, lame duck, as we say, up in the air.
That's a shot to left center field and short. 1:45 left. I don't think he's taken his time out yet.
He has not.
That's a
and
long
that ball
drive
is
to
way
left.
up.
Gone. That's 2.
That one nearly left the high wall into the parking lot against the wind, if that tells you anything about Trejo's power.
And here's the timeout with 1:25 left 2 home runs right now for Cesar Trejo.
And you know, Paul, Trejo, you've seen this a lot this year. Trejo is a competitor. He was down there talking trash to everybody running in the speed competition. And he's like, you know what, I am going to go out there and turn the wheels a little bit and get going. And he didn't do bad for not stretching out. He kind of, you know, was up there in the leaders bracket, but ultimately wasn't able to pull it through. But shout out to Cesar. He is a competitor.
So here's my question, Nico. We're going to cut this field after the first round from 8 down to 4. Is it going to go from 4 to 2, or is the winner just going to be determined after those 4?
That I'm not sure. I actually missed that conversation earlier when they were talking about that. I was busy with some other things, but
as the timeout is finished, and we're going to go down, and it will go down from 4 to 2. Aaron Lucan, thank you very much. A team effort here in the booth. So 3 rounds in the home run derby. We will go down from 8 to 4 and then from 4 to 2 as this night goes along. But still, by my count, 2 home runs. This may be 3 to left center, but short.
And as with any home run derby, Paul, I mean, these balls are getting absolutely crushed. But unfortunately, the righty, Cesar Trejo, is giving it all he's got, and he's just fighting that wind from left field.
Yeah, the righties are going to have a very difficult time tonight, that's for sure.
You know, I think Eric and you had discussed earlier the lefties obviously had an advantage here. Trejo up near the scoreboard, and it just dies about 10 feet short of the wall.
And that one to left, just out. I mean, that ball off the bat looks tagged for the parking lot.
Yeah.
But it just clears that Arlinghouse ad in left field.
Trejo stands in with a taller batting stance, the hands up by the ear. Really throws his hands to the ball when he gets a hold of one. You know it. And I know you've seen a lot of those this year. Crushed, up, and gone over the wall. That one a no-doubter. As soon as he hit it, you knew.
That's the last swing. Time expired. And Trejo finishes with 4 home runs. That's 3rd place so far. Cedillo with 7 leads the way. Massey with 6. Trejo, the righty, with 4. And on deck should be, we'll see here, it looks to be Harrison DeNicola.
DeNicola is my pick to win this thing. I was down there on the field doing some promotions, entertaining the fans, and Harrison's sitting there. He's rapping to the music. You know, he's bobbing his head. He's loose. He's stretching. He's got his signature headband on at this point. And he's loose, and that's why I'm going to pick him. He's a lefty. He's got the wind kind of helping him out, push the ball out of the yard a little bit. But DeNicola is loose. He plays with that demeanor all the time, and I think that carries over tonight, Paul.
DeNicola on this season playing with the Florence Y'alls, led the Florence Y'alls with 6 home runs, was 3rd overall in the Florence organization behind Cedillo with 12 and Massey with 8.
Our fearless leader down on the field, Aaron Brody, interviewing the contestant Cesar Trejo as he takes a seat over and grabs a drink of Gatorade, and DeNicola steps in. We've got pitching coach Chad Rhodes on the bump. And Harrison looks like he is about ready to go. We've got the clock up on the board. Couple stretches for Harrison.
Number to beat is 7. 4 minutes to do it.
And on his first swing, DeNicola takes a healthy cut, but missed it. The second one much better. Would have been a double.
Long shot to right center field. This into the wind and short.
I think with the lefties, you got to tuck it down the line. That crosswind in the alley is just killing the momentum on the ball. Line drives will do it.
You can see that's what he's trying for. Now here's a high fly ball to right. Don't know if this will have the distance. So still looking for his first home run is Harrison DeNicola. High drive to right center, but that'll be short. Way short. Wow, a lot shorter than it looked off the bat.
Run derby tonight. Got in the box tonight.
Aaron Brody trying to check in. Is Mike having some issues?
Earlier tonight.
So Brody having some technical issues with his mic. DeNicola now has 2 homers on the board with 2.5 minutes to go. He is ripping the ball down the foul line, trying to keep it fair. We talked a little bit down
Always
on the field.
A good strategy here at UC Health Stadium. Right field usually has the wind going with it. So with the lefty in the box, I would look for Harry to try to pull 6 or 7 into that bullpen.
This
There's
ball's
one.
got a chance.
High fly ball, right field. This one out.
Still hasn't used his timeout, Paul.
Under 2 minutes.
I think now is a good time to take that break, recoup,
Yeah, I agree.
go after the final 4 you need here.
There it is.
Am I in a better spot here? Am I in a better spot? All right, I'm just going to stand right here and cement.
You can
His
see Brody.
timeout here. He's got 3 home runs. 7 still the number to beat from Chad Setio. Massey with a 6. And say Trejo just wrapped up a 4. Fun. We're seeing that the timeout strategy is really important in this thing. We saw back behind home plate earlier, really kind of looking around and getting a feel for when he wanted to utilize it. Sitting at 3, the number to beat right. We're seeing a lot of these guys get tired first. This is only round. This should be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, still 2 more rounds to go as DeNicola steps back in. Under 2 in this round. He has 3, he needs 7. That could be 4, but it goes foul.
There you go.
If it stays fair, it's in the wind. Then do they give it to him? I think they did.
Players on the Y'alls side of the field are calling it fair. That's back-to-back jacks for Harrison.
So that's 5. That puts him in 3rd place. He still has a minute and a half left. Could be 6 down the line.
And the wind off the fence.
wall.
Didn't mean to step on your toes there, Paul.
Hey,
Both
that's
getting
okay.
excited on the call. Harrison absolutely roped that ball, thought it was going to get over the yellow line and tie him up at 6. He needs 1 more here with a minute to go now. Getting that ball a little too high in the wind, got to keep it down.
Was this your pick to click here?
This is
your
my winner.
pick?
This is my horse right here.
I'll let you have it here in the last 50 seconds. Take it away.
The American flag in right field is just roaring. It is horizontal at this point and just ripping into the wind. Harrison is absolutely roping the ball down the line. The fans need to keep their head on a swivel down there. 30 seconds to go here. And he needs 1 more to tie. That's going to do it if it's fair, but the wind takes it foul into the parking lot. DeNicola got a hold of that one. I wonder if the legs are starting to go here, Paul. You know, I know this is 2 minutes isn't a lot of time in most competitions, but when you're swinging with everything you got for 4 straight minutes, that one's going up, and if it's fair, it's gone. The players on the Y'alls sideline are calling it fair, but let's wait on the official score. If that ball was gone, he's tied.
So 5 home runs as time expires. They're going to give him 6.
They're going to give it to him.
So DeNicola finishes with 6 home runs. 4 of the 7 contestants have been completed. Dudley Taw, I believe, is next up, but we'll wait to make sure of that one.
Now, as is, if that 6 stands up as a tiebreaker, that was a very clutch home run with 8 seconds to go by DeNicola to tie it up. And Aaron Brody has a word.
6 home runs. And Chad Rhodes throwing that BP. So that was Chad Rhodes throwing the BP before. We're trying to make sure of that, but thought so. So Chad getting out there. Dennis Pelfrey throwing around. We've gone 7-6, 4-6. Setio still leading the way out in front with 7.
Yeah, and Rhodey's rocking that that signature at this point, Freedom batting practice jacket.
I really like that.
The red and the gray. That's a throwback to either my intern year in 2015 or the following year in 16. But I know that is a vintage collector item, and Chad has since made it a signature in his wardrobe.
So I believe this is Mike Morris going out there now to throw batting practice. And Dudley Tall supposed to be the next contestant, but we'll see.
Dudley's another one of those guys down there on the sidelines having a good time. You know, loose, got a lot of energy. He was in one of the dancing promotions earlier that we did on the field for the fans, putting on a show.
Yeah, he did a great worm.
He did a great worm. It was actually a reverse worm. Went down to the belly and was going backwards. Pretty slick.
Extra athleticism. Still waiting to confirm here who the next contestant is, next participant in this home run derby.
Looking like it might be Watley. He's got the donut off the bat, stepping towards the box. Looks like it's going to be infielder Kevin Watley. And the Kevin Watley fan club out in full effect.
It is Kevin Watley. So for all of you Watley friends and family that are watching, this is your guy. Watley to the dish. The 5th participant in this home run derby. 2 more to go after Watley. Then we'll trim it from 7 to 4 and from 4 to 2. Watley's time is going. Mike Morris throwing the pitches. Watley yet to swing. 10 seconds in. There's a swing and a little line drive down the left field line.
As I mentioned earlier, Paul, that 4 minutes is an absolute eternity when you are trying to crush the baseball. Important to keep the legs under you and use the whole body to get it out. And as we mentioned earlier, these righties at a bit of a disadvantage with that crosswind coming right at their face.
The closest comparison I can think is something as we see Watley line this one into left center, a little short to the warning track, kind of like a boxing round. Watley short again on that one.
I've noticed too in this derby, a lot of the guys participating have a more upright stance, not using a lot of crouch in their swing. I wonder if, and I know Watley and DeNicola usually stand a little higher anyway, but I wonder if those guys maybe alter the stance a little, maybe take a little bend out of the knees to keep the legs under him as that ball is laced short.
Still waiting on the first home run from Watley with 2:45 left in his first round.
And Watley has a bit of a flair for the dramatic here. He's got a lot of fans in the stadium, as you mentioned, Paul. That ball is crushed, but the wind is going to hold it in the ballpark short of the scoreboard.
This wind is a killer.
It is brutal.
Another line drive there from Watley. High fly to left. This one's got a chance, but I think it's going to be short, and it will. Again, short of the warning track.
Like you mentioned earlier, Paul, the ball is jumping off the bat, and it sounds differently when these guys get a hold of it. You hear that crack, and it's just got an echoing, hallowing effect when it's off the bat like that. That ball had it, just held in the ballpark by the wind. Bit on the hands there, popped up by Watley.
Timeout.
He's going to take his timeout.
Yeah, about 1:40-ish remaining in his opening round, and the top 4 advance. There's 2 after him, so to be comfortable, I would say you need to get at least 4.
You need to go to the lowest number at this point.
Yeah, you just need to get 4 and maybe 5 to feel good about it, but 4 for sure is what you're looking at.
You know, we've seen these home run derbies in the major leagues. A lot of these guys use up all their power in the front half rounds. They advance, and then fatigue. As soon as you step back into the box for your next round, your legs are shot. So interesting to see if these guys here turn it up. Would love to see Watley get on the board, get some momentum, get some confidence under his swing. But that wind is the enemy tonight.
Out of the timeout, here's Watley again. Minute and 41 seconds left in his time. Line drive to left. He needs 4, so he really needs to start going here. Still has yet to get 1. More line drives. Watley gets under this one. Deep into the night sky, but short.
Yeah.
Minute left. He needs them all now.
Now you're at the 60-second mark, rather, and you have got to go. Would love to see him get on the board, like I said, and just kind of show for the fans here that cheer his name from the stands, from the balcony, from the concession stands. Everywhere you're at, you hear, "Let's go, Kevin."
Watley with 2 home runs on the season. But he's going to need 4 to stay in this competition. 30 seconds left. Needs 4.
Fatigue setting in. Ball starting to get fouled off here. Just a little late pushing him to right field now.
Look at how far that ball drifts to
And Kevin
right
Watley
field.
is going to step to the other side of the box, a true showman. He's going lefty for the final 15 seconds.
Switch hitter going to try and get 1 from the left side. Swinging a ground ball to first. Tell you what, if he hits 1 here, they should just count it as 4. Last swing for Watley. Line drive up the middle. Now give him 1 more pitch. Swing and a miss. And Watley's done. So Watley will not advance. Did not get a home run, but gets a round of applause from the fans in attendance. So 2 more to go here in round number 1.
Who do we got next, Paul? Who's on the list?
And I believe Dudley Tall replaced Logan Wyatt. So could be looking at him next, could be looking at Blaze Spees, depending on what order they go in.
Looking like Blaze is stepping to the box now.
Now this was Eric. Where's Eric? This is Eric's pick to click. Watley was mine, so I'm eliminated.
Who was the favorite to win this thing? Was Setio the favorite?
Well, Setio, the only one in double digits with home runs on the season with 12 between these 2 teams. So I think you got to go with him for the season, or for the favorite, I should say.
Now, I know you know this off the top, Paul. How many did Blaze Spees have on the year?
Did not have any.
None.
Did not have any, but he was a pick of this coaching staff as a dark horse in this competition. So just because he doesn't have a home run in the regular season, as you see that one go about 700 feet down the right field line. Here's one to right, and that one, was that out? I couldn't see.
That ball was short of the Raising Cane sign in right field, but Blaze, as you mentioned, Paul, can get under it here. He's roped a couple of them. That fall wind is just kind of pushing it out. That ball would have been fair, but it's gone. This one up and over the 8-1-1 wall. He's on the board, and he's got 2. He's got 2. This one's going to hit the street.
This one short, just short.
And Blaze Spees has got number 3. This one's up. If it's fair, it's gone. Into the bullpen. Number 3, maybe number 4, Paul.
He is on fire, and this is exactly why the coaching staff said that he could be the pick to win. Blaze Spees with no home runs on the year, but already with 4, maybe 5. This is a clinic. And even the ones that he isn't hitting out are hitting off the base of the wall.
He has hit every single ball hard, with the exception of that last one popped up into the fall sky. And another one here, maybe used everything he had on that little 4-for streak he had. And I spoke too soon. This one's up. It's got a chance. The wind might hold it in, and it's over the wall. Number 5 for Blaze Spies, showing off the power with that open stance, Paul.
Do you see the Watley family checking in on the post-game interview with Aaron Brody? We'll have to see what he said. I'll see if we can get back down to Aaron. But again, as I said, Aaron Brody does not have an earpiece in, so he's just making a hand motion up to us when he wants to talk into the booth. I can't really communicate with him down on the field. So we'll do what we can to try and get his thoughts with Kevin.
And Blaze is going to take his time out here with 2 minutes to go.
But 5 home runs for him, so he's safe. He's through.
He's through. And looking very impressive. I just wonder, Paul, I worry if he's used too much of that energy. But certainly a showman, putting on an absolute show for the fans here in the first 2 minutes of his round.
Well, this is kind of like cornhole. Are you a cornhole fan?
I am.
So this is like cornhole when you get 21, but you don't want to go over 21. You just throw the bags to your partner.
Yep.
If I'm Blaze Spies right now,
you know you're safe.
Just go up there and take some hacks. Just keep loose, but don't overstrain yourself.
If I'm Blaze Spies, I'm coming out of this timeout here. I've got a drink. I'm going to tighten my batting gloves back up. I'm going to go after 2 more. I'm going to go 2 as hard as I can here, try to get 2 more, and then I'm going to take it easy. And he might have 1. This one's up, maybe too high.
Under 2 minutes left in his round. That was short, off the wall.
That ball's pieced.
That's gone.
That ball is...
Ooh, I don't know.
Up and short of the Miller Lite sign. It would have been a no-doubter in the summer sky.
Now, for 3 years, I've been struggling, and I still clearly can't get it down, to try and figure out how far baseballs fly at UC Health Stadium.
It is a very unique area with the wind, not only from just the weather tonight, it's a cool night, but we are right next to the highway, Paul, so there is a little bit of a draft that comes from the highway.
I can't tell if you're serious or kidding there.
I am being 100% serious. We're upstairs in the press box. You can hear the wind howling through here from the interstate. It's definitely a different noise. And that's what I'm going to say tonight for the attribution of the wind holding these baseballs in the yard. Under a minute to go.
Spies already through to the next round. Now it's just a show for the crowd. 5 home runs for him. Potentially 6 if this gets going. Needs an extra gear. And that's gone.
Maybe
now
another.
Here's 7. Just short off the yellow piping along the top of the fence.
Look alive out there if you're shagging balls. Blaze Spies is tagging baseballs.
30 seconds left. 6 home runs. Tied for second. Fly ball right center field. Can he tie for the lead? No, just short. This one's gone.
Got it.
7 for Blaze Spies. And that'll do it.
He's going to take the final 10 seconds and walk away. He's tied the leader, Chad Sedio. Very impressive showing from Blaze Spies, the dark horse in this one. And with that, Eric Quallen, I'm going to tap out. I've got to head back down to the field. Paul, great to hop on with you.
Great to have you.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Great to have you on,
Thank you
Nico.
to all the fans again for checking in and watching this event online.
Want to say bye to the fans here?
Yes, sir. Please. Thank you. Thank you guys for checking in. Thank you for coming and watching games this year. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the show.
Appreciate it, Nico. Thanks for coming on. Eric coming back on with us. So Blaze Spies with 7 home runs now. And he ties Chad Sedio for the lead. Sedio with 7, Massey with 6, Trejo with 4, DeNicola with 6, Spies with 7, and Watley, tough one for him. Did not hit a home run, but the righty going into the wind with no home runs, Watley has been eliminated.
Paul, I'm going to say one thing. After watching that, I am very confident in my pick with Blaze Spees. He was utilizing.
I tried to tell you.
Yeah?
I took Watley. I took the fan favorite on the broadcast, but I tried to tell you, Blaze Spees, even though he didn't have a home run, was somebody to keep an eye on.
He was hitting them well. I didn't see not a lot of grounders or weak liners. He was hitting every ball in the air with power. Some had a little too much arc on it, and the wind definitely got a hold of it.
So now we get going here on the final contestant. I believe this is Logan Wyatt. I'm going to get confirmation here. This is Logan Wyatt. So Dudley Taw took the warm-up swings, but Logan Wyatt is in there. So this is the lineup that was posted on Twitter earlier today, which is what I have been working off of. And if you're just joining us, as Wyatt continues his first round, 3.5 minutes left there. Simon Whiteman won the base running competition, but Brandon Pugh ran the fastest time, 13.1 seconds around the bases. But when we narrowed it down to the final round, they both jokingly took home run trots, and Whiteman came across home plate and about a second faster than Brandon Pugh did. But as far as full speed goes, Brandon Pugh at 13.1, the fastest there. And then Craig Massey blew away the competition throwing the baseball. He ran away with that one to win. Massey will likely advance to round number 2 of the Home Run Derby as we get the last competitor in round number 1. It's Logan Wyatt, and he needs at least 6 home runs to advance.
He does need 6 to tie to force a sudden death, I guess is what we're doing.
If it went to that, it would be sudden death. He needs 6, and he doesn't have any yet, and we're at 2 minutes and 23 seconds left.
He is a lefty, but he's coming out of the gate and maybe a little tight. He's the last one to go, sitting down for a while.
Could be. Wyatt now hitting it to straightaway center. May see a timeout after this pitch.
I'd definitely utilize it.
And after the next swing at least. Likely to see that. Here's a line drive to left. No, he's going to keep it.
At this point, do you think he just
he might be powering through?
He might just concede, might just take the L.
At this point, not taking the timeout. Fly ball to left center. Still looking for his first home run.
Oh, that one's decent to right center. Does it have enough? Short, warning track.
There's a timeout with just under a minute to go. So the timeout taken, and he's still looking for his first home run. Kevin Watley also went scoreless in that first round.
About 10 seconds left in the timeout here. And he's back. Pops one up to right field.
Watley family, we're still working on seeing if Aaron can get a recap of what he said in that interview after his round, as Logan Wyatt here, Eric, with 75 seconds left. Still looking for number 1, and he's going to need 6.
He is struggling. He's hitting Oppo, and that one's down the line, has a chance. At the wall. That was the closest one so far.
Line drive right center. That won't be enough.
That one has some power to it. Too much height. The wind is definitely affecting it.
Came up just short. Fly ball right field, and that will get foul. So it looks like we have our final four as Wyatt might get on the board there.
Yep,
there it is.
There it is.
Number one, Logan Wyatt with home run number one. But it'll be Chad Setio, Craig Massey, Harrison DeNicola, and Blaze Speeds in the second round. Logan Wyatt, a high fly to right, and that one is short. The wind is a killer. And that'll do it. Logan Wyatt gets on the board with one, but we'll move on to round number two.
Paul, do you know if the next round is 4 minutes as well? I feel like that's going to be very tiresome on the guys.
I do not know the time length for the next round. All I know is that we are going down to 4, and then we are going down to 2 from there.
Gotcha.
I don't know if we're still doing 4-minute rounds. I would assume that we are, but I don't know.
I'd call an audible if I was on the field.
I would also call an audible, not only maybe in the time, but in the contestants. I might say this is the final round, only because it seems like these guys are a little tired from those swings. Those are, like you keep saying, Eric, it's long up there.
Yeah.
To swing for 4 minutes.
And I know I think we got a band still tonight, and I know the fans want to get to that, so we're still trying to keep everybody entertained. I know people got work tonight as well, tomorrow morning. So hopefully we're still putting on a show for those that stuck around here at the ballpark late tonight. What is it, about almost 9 o'clock?
Yep.
So yeah, we still got a while to go. Everybody's done a great job so far, though.
Yeah, this has been a great night here at UC Health Stadium. Oh, so this is Dudley Tall. So this is still round number one. So I wasn't totally wrong before. I did see Dudley Tall taking warm-up swings. I didn't see Logan Wyatt take a warm-up swing. They just added Dudley Tall to the roster. So Dudley now needs at least 6.
Are all of these guys lefty but one? Is that correct, Paul?
Kevin Watley was a righty, and there was...
I think everybody else is lefties.
No, there was one other righty. Cesar Trejo, I believe, was a righty.
Dudley Tall yet to get on the board yet. He's had a couple of, he's hitting some grounders now, a couple flyouts. Hasn't put good connection with the bat to the ball.
Dudley swinging lefty, under 3 minutes left in this opening round.
He's trying to pull it down the line. Everybody's figured that out. If you're going to hit a home run tonight, you have to pull it down the line. That's why we're seeing a lot of foul balls. That one has a chance.
This one deep to right. And
off
the
right.
Raising Cane's advertisement on the light pole.
Back to back.
Back to back. Is it 3 in a row?
Off the wall.
Just short. Needs 6.
It's got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. He needs 4 more here to push a sudden death.
Fly ball to right. Not enough on that one. Not enough there either. Another fly ball we got under. Under 2 in this opening round for Dudley Tall. Oh my.
Breaking news.
Breaking development here. Because Dudley Tall hit the Raising Cane sign, that's 5 points for him, which means now
he just hit another.
That's 6.
Calls his timeout.
And he calls a timeout, so he just needs 1 more.
The guys on the field are saying 4. They're saying 4. We're getting word from the press box. The sign is 5 points, but the guys are saying 4. Let's see if we get some confirmation from Brody, maybe.
Well,
Paul, I'm going to be honest. I don't think it hit the cane sign from up here. It did not look like it.
Well, it made a loud collision. It's a little hard to tell in that night sky as that one again short by a couple feet. But he needs one more to tie for the lead. 90 seconds left. Fly ball to right, and that's out of here. It's a 7. Now can he take the solo lead?
He just needs one more, and he can call it quits.
Fly ball to right. That might do it. And
yep,
gone.
That's gone. That's 8.
That's 8.
He can stop. Don't want to waste all that energy.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's still going here.
Maybe they're still debating. The players don't know that that one's worth 5, so.
Surprised that he wants to expend the energy. Fly ball, right center field. Short again.
That one's gone.
This one, no doubt.
Yep, no doubter.
Right field, and that's gone.
Over the bullpen. Got all of that one. He calls it quits on that.
And that'll do it. 9 home runs. And I imagine that we may see the final round here coming up.
Looks like they are switching it to 3 minutes for this round. That's what it's showing on the video board.
Aaron Brody speaking with Dudley Tall.
Great strategy. Great strategy. Well, we will be seeing Dudley Tall in the final four. Well, we don't know who else will be there outside of Chad Sago and Lady Steves. But we're going to have a swing off for the 2 guys that had 6 home runs to decide who is the 400.
Still waiting on round number 2 and waiting to get confirmation if we may get an audible called here.
Well, now they got 1 minute on the scoreboard. We're just as lost here up in the press box as.
Well, what this may be doing is they may be doing a swing off for 4th place as 2 were tied with 6. As Craig Massey and Harrison DeNicola were both tied with 6 home runs. So this is Craig Massey in a 1-minute swing off with 6 home runs. He is tied for 4th place. DeNicola and Massey tied, so we're going to see who advances. It's Craig Massey right now. Massey and DeNicola.
You got to think about this too, Paul. We don't want to overwork these guys. We got a big game tomorrow.
It's true. Game 1 of the best 2 out of 3 in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail Championship.
30 seconds left.
Game will be here tomorrow in Florence, and then on Saturday in Lexington, and then potentially on Sunday in Lexington if the teams split games 1 and 2.
That one down the line, it looks like it's going foul.
Massey still has yet to register a home run. 5 seconds left in the swing off round. Did this one get enough? No, it did not. And now DeNicola can win it in the swing off with 1 round, but that would just be to advance to the next round.
Just needs 1.
Just needs 1 home run. So it's Harrison DeNicola here, who had 6 home runs in his first swing. And he wants Chad Rhodes to pitch to him. So Chad stepping up there. Line drive down the right field line. It just needs 1. Needs to get under it a little bit more, Eric.
He does.
There's 1. It's
that
deep,
fair. That's
but
it.
It's going to go foul, I think.
I think that was fair. They're saying fair. They said that's 1.
No official confirmation on that one yet. Some of the players are signaling fair. This one might do it. Does he have enough?
Yep.
Gone.
That one's gone.
There it is.
That one is.
That's 1. So it's DeNicola advancing in the swing off. Aaron, as you can hear on the loudspeaker, promoting the Battle of the Bourbon Trails All-Star Meets World Series, which is what we were just talking about. The best players from both Florence teams and the best players from both Lexington teams will be squaring off over the next 2 to 3 days. Aaron will be with you on the broadcast tomorrow. He'll be with you on Saturday. And then if we go to Sunday, I believe I will be there in Lexington if we go to Sunday.
It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out as far as the best players from each city playing against each other, because, you know, a lot of the guys don't get the same coaching. They have different tactics from their respective managers, so it's going to be interesting to see how they play. It might be different tactics we see from, you know, B. White and Pelf as far as how they want to attack playing against Lexington.
Yep. I'm with you on that.
Because by now they got the scouting reports for everybody. All right, we're trying to get some information here from Brody as far as what's going on, just to get us up to date.
Chad Sedio is at the dish. Now it's only a 3-minute round in round number 2.
I think he said no timeouts, is what I heard.
Sedio with 7 home runs in round number 1 and gets
That's
on the
gone.
board there. Number 1 to right field. Line drive right field, that won't have enough. High fly to right.
A lot of the guys getting under the ball, sending them too high in the air. Wind is definitely a big factor.
Yeah, no doubt. Look at how fast that flag is blowing out in right center field.
I'd take a guess at 20 mile per hour winds maybe, 10, 15. Varies. You can hear it probably through the broadcast coming up through here in the press box.
Less than 2 minutes left in this round for Chad Sedio, who only has 1 home run after hitting 7 in his first.
"30-second timeout." He elects to take it, actually. Quick little drink break. Trying to power through the final half here to get a couple more home runs on the board, hopefully.
Chad Sedio with only 1 home run. He seemed to be the front runner after the first round.
Minute 36 left.
This one has a chance, and that's gone.
That one was
number 2.
Destroyed. That was over the bullpen ball.
That'll get fouled. Definitely had the distance onto the street.
That's gone, no doubt.
No doubt about that one. Way gone. Sedio turning it up now.
Another one, back to back to back.
He's at 4 with under a minute left.
Definitely utilized that timeout perfectly.
I would agree with you there.
He's got 45 seconds.
44, 43, and he's at 4 home runs.
Fatigue might be setting in here. He's hitting a lot of grounders right now.
Got a little elevation.
You guys
there.
have me broadcast?
We got
you guys
Aaron.
have me? Good to go. So obviously in the final four now, interesting. We've got the front runner in Chad Sedio, 12 home runs on the year in 35 games. He was, you know, the sexy choice to win. But the 2 coaches' picks are still in it. Dudley Taw and Blaze Spees had serious momentum from their teammates and from the coaches as dark horse candidates. So you got the front runner, you've got Dudley Taw, Blaze Spees, the 2 dark horse guys that didn't homer in the regular season. Be a fun Final Four.
And that last home run from Chad Sedio, he went on a tear in that final minute and ended up with 7. His same total from round number 1. Now, we are still waiting on confirmation to find out if this is the final round or if they're going to go down to a final 2. Chad Sedio leading the way as we see Harrison DeNicola, who had 6 home runs in round 1. He comes back to the plate.
All right, here we go. DeNicola leading it off here, second participant.
High fly to right. That's number 1.
No doubt.
Whoa. Way gone. Center field isn't going to get it done.
Nope.
But right field is.
DeNicola looking strong.
That's number 3.
4 apparently. I guess we missed
4.
one, Paul.
Already in his first 45 seconds.
So I think the strategy here going second is 6. You think you might feel safe? Obviously, you want to try to at least beat 7, but I think 6 might be able to get him in the top 2.
Well, it all depends on if we're doing that next round.
Yeah, and Blaze Spees hasn't gone yet, my winner. So
your winner, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, he needs to hit at least 7 to tie. That's the smartest thing you could probably try to shoot for here. He's got 4 still, about a minute 35.
Fly to right. This one short.
Short.
4 home runs. Line drive to right again.
Did that kid just rob it?
Oh, I don't think so. I think it went off the 8-1-1 sign.
Oop.
Just to the right of it. It hit that little nook. Just to the right of it.
Wow, that was close.
And a timeout taken. So 4 home runs so far for Harrison DeNicola.
Paul, are you a Joe Burrow fan?
Massive.
Same.
Yeah, I'm a big Joe Burrow fan.
It's kind of killing me inside. I can't watch the game right now.
Bengals and Browns on Thursday Night Football. Well, we'll probably, by the time we get out of here, maybe be able to catch the second half.
I'm gonna race home to see that.
Bengals taking a trip for the Battle of Ohio. Battle of Florence right now.
All right, DeNicola hit that cane sign.
DeNicola definitely. Did he do it 2 in a row? Nearly. But he's at.
I've lost count.
He's at 6 right now. He's at 6 with 38 seconds left.
Does the cane sign count as 5? Are they still?
Well, I don't know. I couldn't tell on that one.
That one definitely hit it.
Well, uh-oh. See ya.
He is roping them.
That's 7. 8? Does this cut through the wind?
No.
No. 20 seconds to take the lead. He's at 7.
High fly ball.
It won't have enough. 10 seconds. He's probably got 2 swings left, maybe 3. Got 2 left. Fly to right.
Has a chance.
Does this have a chance? It definitely has a chance. And
that one
that's
was gone. That one did it.
That's gone. That's 8. And that's the lead for Harrison DeNicola.
Great job. All right, let's see who's next. Is it Blaze Spees is next? If so.
If it's Blaze Spees, the microphone is all yours. Or whenever Blaze goes.
All right, looks like they're doing a little live video with some of the players. I think the catcher's wearing a camera on his mask for their personal records here. So that would be something interesting. I don't know who's catching. If he's going to post it on his social media, but that would be some good content to see right there. Little bird's eye view.
DeNicola being interviewed right now.
Blaze Spees does appear to be next.
So I'm going to let you have this one.
Sounds good. My first solo broadcast here at UC Health Stadium. This is my tryout. And here we go. First one. Off the wall. Let's see how well he does. Has a lot of pop to the bat. I'm kind of shocked he didn't have a home run in the season. Next one has a chance. Nice low liner. Short. That one, no. No doubt. Is that hitting the cane sign? There's one. Another one back to back. Starting to heat up. He needs to get at least 7 here to tie and force maybe a sudden death here. That's one's the deep right, no doubt. Gone. That's 3.
So they went back and added one to DeNicola's score. He had 9.
9, wow. 9's going to be tough to beat. But Blaze is heating up, though. He's striping them pretty well, I'd say, here. He slowed down. Might want to utilize the timeout here. Would be smart with the 1:45 left. Nice low liner. Not going to be enough. That one's gone, no doubt, over the bullpen. Make it 4. High fly ball to center. Tough to get him out of center field today. High fly ball. That one might have enough if the wind doesn't. Ooh, just short.
Now a timeout. You like this decision?
I like it. I didn't get to see how much time was left. I thought it could have been a little late. He has 4 right now. Needs at least 3 more to tie for 7. I think he might have less than a minute. So we'll see here. About to wrap up the timeout here. Let's see, he's got 1:15, a little more time I thought. Deep fly ball to right center. Short, the wind. Wind is a big factor.
It's brutal.
This is the windiest I've seen it all year so far.
The chill in this September night too, Eric.
Yeah, we are in fall season. That one's gone, no doubt.
See ya.
Blaze is up to 5. Is that going to be 6? Off the wall. Blaze making great contact right now. That's gone. That was off the wall.
That's gone. Yeah,
that was off the 811. If you catch the home run ball, which we couldn't do this year, you win $8,811. So he's up to 6.
So he needs 1 more. 10 seconds left. Did he get it?
Ooh, come on, wind. That one's gone. That one's gone right down the line. Maybe. Did I speak too soon? That's gone. That's 7. And at the buzzer, ties for 7. I was impressed, Paul.
That was impressive. So, tied for 7 and tied for second. Blaze Spees with 7 home runs. Chad Setio with 7. Harrison DeNicola with 9.
So I guess this isn't the final round, Paul. I guess they are going to do the final 2 going against each other.
Thanks to all of you watching and sticking around with us on the Florence Y'alls Broadcasting Network.
Alrighty. So
this will be Dudley Tall.
Yep, Dudley Tall, last participant, right?
I believe so. Although
I'd like to see y'all start try to hit some out.
Well, so Massey had 6. Oh, but Massey was eliminated in the swing-off. So Setio, Massey, DeNicola, Spees.
Paul, you're confusing me.
Hold on a second.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. You are confusing me.
Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. Bear with us, folks.
Sorry about that.
Hold on a second. This is definitely Dudley Tall at the plate. But to figure out.
All right, here we go. Dudley Tall up to bat here.
this is Taw at the plate for sure, and Taw. Oh, so Taw was the one. Taw was the one I was missing from round number 1 that I didn't make a note of because he went last. So it was Taw, DeNicola, Massey, and Sedio at the top, and then Massey was eliminated on the swing off. Okay, so he should be the last one.
If he's not, Paul, I'm holding you accountable.
That's fine. My job, and I messed up if he is.
Looks like Dudley might get on the board here. Deep fly ball to right field. It is. There's 1. Back-to-back, 2, no doubter. Is he going back-to-back-to-back? Not enough.
No.
About a minute 50 left here for Dudley. He's got 2. High fly ball to right center. The wind might keep this one in the ballpark. Nope, gone. He's got 3 and 4 now, back to back, and utilizes the timeout. I think that's perfect timing right there.
Very good timeout.
Gives him an ample enough time here to regroup and then come out with the final. I think he has about a minute 20 left to try to beat at least 7.
So if he gets 8, it would be Dudley and DeNicola. If he does not get at least 7.
Fair. That one's looking foul.
If he doesn't get at least 7, then we'll have another swing off. Gone.
That one was fair. Hung on. Hey, Paul, do we got any golden balls down there?
Oh, we should have.
A little spice it up for the final 30 seconds.
Eric, who's our sponsor for the golden balls?
We didn't get one this year.
No, come on. Think of one right now. Pick a sign out there.
Oh, you want me to pick a sign?
McDonald's.
McDonald's, let's go. The Gold
McDonald's,
Arches.
The sponsor of tomorrow's Firework Friday.
The Gold Arches.
The Golden Arches, the Golden Baseball. It doesn't really count for anything, but in the major leagues it would.
30 seconds left. He has 6.
He has 6. He needs 1 more to get into the swing off, but he's hitting a lot of home runs that are going foul. He's wasting a lot of energy on foul balls. He's already used his timeout. 15 seconds left.
Too low.
Needs 1 to stay in it.
10 seconds.
Dudley Taw. Did he get it there? It looks short. Does the wind help him out?
That one's gone. This
Short.
next one's gone.
Now can he do it here? Can he walk it?
He got it. That one before did get over.
Did they count that for 2?
No, it's 7.
No,
it's 7. He got it. We have a 3-way tie.
The scoreboard briefly said 8, and I was wondering if we had the McDonald's ball implemented that quick. But no, it was 7, so now we have a swing off.
That would have been impressive.
That would have been.
We relayed that down there like, you know what? Golden ball. I love the idea, Eric. Alrighty, as they regroup here, get all the baseballs back to the pitcher's mound for the swing off.
So the swing off participants will be Dudley Taw, Chad Sedio, and Blaze Speeds, who all had 7 home runs. Last fan promotion of the night going on right now.
What do we got, a horse race going on, a little gallop?
So this is the promotion that we ran during the Kentucky Derby. And I like it. Little mini horse race. I'll go with the inside lane.
Big horse racing fan, Paul.
Love horse racing. Only 2 runners. The exacta is always right.
I'd go for I'd box my exacta.
It's foolproof.
Yeah, you can't lose.
You can't lose.
Oh, we got third.
Oh, no. Well, now the exacta can lose, but the trifecta box can't. A third, a late entrant.
Oh, great
Galloping.
galloping skills.
And one horse slow out of the gate. But the first two horses quickly around second base. A sizable lead opening up. And down to the wire, we have a winner. Inside lane, the winner. What do I win?
You get a high five, Paul.
Pride and joy of knowing I won. There we go. Back to the home run derby. It'll be a swing off. Chad Setio, Blaze Spees, and Dudley Talk.
All right, guys. We're here. Finals of the home run derby, the moment everybody's been waiting for. I hope we have a soft Harry DeNicola, all the at the fourth runner who steps in now. Blaze Spees, Dudley. They're the dark horses, so something will give here. Will dark have the homers in the regular season? We'll find out.
For those of you at home, we had a difficult time picking up Brody there. He did not utilize the mic close enough to his face.
Well, I think the problem is not so much that. I think it's the little device that connects, that sends the wireless signal. At times has had some trouble, so at times tonight it's been okay, at times tonight it hasn't. That right there, a little harder to hear. But from what we do know, this is the finals, and this is...
No, they're still in the sudden death, not the final yet.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Good call on that one. Keeping me on my toes. Chad Setio at the dish. And Setio with only one home run. They're in the swing off. So Blaze Spees up now. He needs one home run.
No, he needs two.
He needs two to advance, but he needs one to at least stay in it.
I guess you're right, Paul.
Couple of quick ones foul. Spees just needs one to stay alive, two to take the lead and eliminate Chad Setio. High fly to right. This one will get foul. High fly to right. That one, if it stays fair.
Fair.
That's
one.
Gone. That's one. So he's still alive.
25 seconds left.
High fly to right again, and that stays in the yard. One more. He'll have two more swings.
That one's gone.
It's got a chance.
Ooh,
and
off
no,
the tall
but this
8-1-1.
last swing, did it get out? No, it did not.
So the second to last one would have been gone, but it hit the high side of the 8-1-1 sign on the outfield wall. It's kind of like at the Giants Stadium down in left field line. They have those little toy cars by the bullpen gates that go tall.
Yep, exactly right. Out at what used to be AT&T Stadium in San Francisco, and I believe it's Oracle Park out there. And this is Dudley Tall. He just needs two home runs to advance.
So, Paul, riddle me this. What happens when they all tie at one?
Now, your guess, Eric, is as good as mine. Maybe it's a dance-off. Dudley would like that.
Dance-off would be nice.
There's one. He just needs one more. Your question gets answered in a different way. Just needs one more. Has 35 seconds to do it.
I'd like to see rock, paper, scissors.
You and I could play it up here at the booth.
Yeah, I say
in between rounds. Do you want to do a 2 out of 3 in between rounds? We'll do a rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I say we decide as the broadcasters tonight.
And that one got out. The one before it got out. It carried and got out, and that's two, which means It's Dudley Taw into the final. Taw eliminating your winner, Blaze Spees. And it'll be Harrison DeNicola and Dudley Taw going to the final. Nico, his pick. And we'll send it down to the booth for Aaron Brody.
Guys, the stage is set. Chad Sedio goes down, will not make the finals. It will be somebody who didn't get enough pub going into the championship. Harry DeNicola got better, one round into the next. We've seen Dudley Taw go for 9 home runs in one. Am I popping in and out? I'm good now. All right, so here's the situation. Sedio goes down. It's not going to be the guy that led the Battle of the Bourbon Trail in home runs representing in the finals. Instead, it's 2 guys who weren't talked about enough. Harry DeNicola, who's getting better with each round, and Dudley Taw. Either way, a couple of guys who wore Y'alls uniforms this year, trying to cape up as the most majestic home run hitter in the Derby here tonight on Fan Appreciation Night. Should be a lot of fun. We'd love to know, who are you guys taking? Harry DeNicola, Dudley Taw, Nico Hartung? Who's it going to be?
So Nico, we're pointing at Nico. He took DeNicola, but Aaron.
Brody can't hear us, so
Aaron can't hear us, so
he just walks away.
We're just playing sign language. He turns away from us, and we tried our best, Aaron. We tried to let you know who we were picking. All right, so we get down to the finals. Let's reset our pick. Nico's pick is still in. He's got Harry. Nobody had Dudley, correct?
No one had Dudley.
Nobody back here had Dudley Taw.
We didn't know he was going to be in it.
We also weren't confirmed that he was even in until he stepped up to the plate, because originally he wasn't supposed to be in the competition. He was a late addition. So, in our defense, we didn't pick him.
So, let me say this,
So we
Paul.
got one. Okay, go ahead.
I'll go with my pick first. I'm sorry. From when I saw, DeNicola was hitting the ball just as well as Blaze Spees was. He got routed in the sudden death. So I'm going to go with DeNicola here.
Okay, DeNicola. So we got one DeNicola. We got Ryan back there in the booth. DeNicola or Taw? Who? We got DeNicola. So we got 2 DeNicolas. Lucan? DeNicola. We got 3. We got.
I already said DeNicola.
You said 4?
No, I was the first one to go.
Wait, so it's 4.
Paul,
okay, so I guess I got to pick Dudley, right?
Yeah.
You all put me in this spot. All right.
We're having a hard time counting tonight.
Look, I have never claimed in my 3 years on the booth here to be anywhere remotely good with numbers, so I can't be criticized for my math skills even when it comes down to basic counting. But we got Eric here, he's going with Harry. Nico here, he's going with Harry. Ryan, Aaron, everybody else is going with Harry. So somebody's got to pick Dudley.
Take the dark horse.
You've left me no choice. Dudley Taw.
Wind is still blowing strong. Both lefties, right?
Yes, both lefties. Both lefties. And it'll be a 3-minute round.
3-minute round.
So we'll see here as we take it. Brian White talking with Jonathan Tripp.
I haven't seen B. White throw any pitches to any of the guys.
Yeah, it's been Dennis Pelfrey and Chad Rhodes pitching for most of the night.
I know he does BP. The guys must not like his pitches.
Could be one of those where B. White pitches and
the guys don't say anything.
And well, that could be. Or it could be where B. White pitches and his pitches are more how would I say, strategic in batting practice.
He's
the guys
hitting the corners.
He's hitting the corners, giving them more of a challenge where maybe they want Dennis or Chad to just lay those
give them the
softballs
meatballs
in there. Yeah, that's exactly right.
They want to tallywhack them, so give them the meatballs.
I've never heard that one before, but learn something new.
Yeah. You gotta say what that's slang here, Paul.
So it's Dudley Taw first up. Three minutes. Dudley Taw first up in the championship round. High fly to right. This one's got a chance. Short. Still looking for home run number 1. 2:40 left. There's number 1. Deep to right. And
Gone. No doubt,
2.
same spot.
We'll see ya. And that home run to right center isn't carrying.
I don't think I saw one go out from right center. They're all right down the line.
2 right now for Dudley Taw. My pick to click. Two minutes to go. He's not used his timeout left, and there it is. Dudley Taw takes his timeout. Some Florence faithfuls sticking around with us late into the evening. This event now 3 hours old as we cruise on the championship round of the Home Run Derby.
I'm getting hungry, Paul.
Yeah. Nico was kind enough to bring me a cheeseburger a few minutes ago during Blaze Speed's second round. You handled that home run round from Blaze Speeds. Gave me a chance to nourish up.
That one's gone if it stays fair.
I think that's going to foul. Any ruling?
Players are saying fair.
Couple fairs, couple fouls.
We don't know.
We don't know. He's at 5 right now. This is Tall with 1:40 left. Is it 6? Is it 7?
That won't over. Hit the bullpen bench.
8. Fair, foul, fair,
They said foul. They said foul.
Foul ball. 7 home runs, though, for Dudley Tall. Going to be a tall order.
That one's
number
no doubt.
8. DeNicola up
Another
next.
one.
How about number 9? Ooh, that might have been short. Was that short?
Oop, spoke too soon.
There's timeout. 30-second timeout. He has 9. Can he be the first Florence player to reach double digits?
That'd be impressive. We haven't seen it all night. We were talking earlier. I thought it'd be low scoring with the win. So 9 is a lot.
Dudley Tall, step back up to the plate, looking for double digits. And he's bunting there. He bunted. Maybe to get his...
He's in that batting practice routine. You always start with bunts.
Number 10, long drive to right and out of here. That's double digits. First time we've seen that.
30 seconds left. He's got 10.
Does 11 have a shot? No. 25 to go. Not so solid contact there. 15 seconds. High fly to right. If it stays fair.
That was gone.
That snuck inside the foul pole. 10 seconds. He's at 11. 2 seconds. No. 11 home runs for Dudley Tall. You guys left me out on an island, and I'm feeling pretty good right now. 11 home runs for Dudley Tall is Harrison DeNicola.
Impressive showcase he just put on right there.
Yeah, DeNicola comes up. He'll be the last of the evening.
All right, here is the press box pick here to win the home run derby. Going to be, I'm going to say it, a little difficult to beat 11, I think, Paul. All right, here we go.
This round underway.
wasting a lot of time in between these pitches.
Yep.
Getting adjusted maybe.
Still looking for his first. There's one.
That one has a chance. Over.
That's one.
On the board. 10 to go. That's gone.
That's two. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No, short.
By the 8-1-1 sign
That was
again.
short. It's absolutely insane that some of these. I mean, how is that not a home run?
These are home runs day in, day out in a normal game. But this win tonight. That one hit deep into the sky. Gets over. I think he's at 2. He's hit
3 right now, and there's 4. 5. No, short. 6? Question mark? No.
Paul,
Timeout.
Video board showing 4. We think there's 6. We're waiting
We're at 5 now.
We're at 5.
We're at 5, so just about on a little off pace. Little off pace. Little bit off pace as there's under 2 minutes left in the championship round. Harrison DeNicola at the plate. DeNicola had 6 home runs in the last round. Or in the first round.
No, that was the first round, yeah.
First round had 6. I believe he had 9 in the second round.
I believe you're right. That one was gone, it looked like.
There is
right down the
number
line.
6. No doubt about that one. That one is onto the street almost.
They seem to be getting these pitches in faster. They're kind of cheating the system, not waiting for the ball to fully land.
There's 7, potentially 8. 8! He needs 3 more with a minute left. Right down to the wire comes the home run derby. There's 8, now 9.
Got 55 seconds.
2 more. Line down the right field line and foul. And a timeout with 51 seconds left. He needs 2 home runs.
Did they get 2 timeouts?
They do. The championship round, they get 2 timeouts.
Interesting.
So he needs 2 to tie, 3 to win. We've seen a swing off in both rounds leading up to this.
If we had a golden ball, I think it'd be a complete scenario than what we're seeing on the field right now. It'd make it a lot more interesting. Next year, let's put it in the books.
Put it in the book for
let's
next
make it
year.
happen. All right, here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They said pause.
I believe we're at 51 seconds. There we are, 51 seconds out of this timeout. It's 51 seconds, needs 2 to tie, 3 to win. There's 1. 1 for sure.
2,
but that'll get foul. Needs 1 more to tie.
Right center.
Right center field. Short. Needs 1 more to tie. 33 seconds left. 1 to tie, 2 to win. High
Ooh,
fly
that
to
one's
right.
gone. If it
If
stays
it's
fair.
fair, it's tied. And it is
fair.
And
this
for
one
the
could be the winner.
win, it is
gone. DeNicola.
Harrison DeNicola with 18 seconds left in the championship round walks it off. Harrison DeNicola, your 2020 Battle of the Bourbon Trail Home Run Derby champion.
We all called it, Paul. Except for you.
You guys did. You guys did. The press box champion, Nico's pick to click from the beginning. And that's it. 12-11 in thrilling fashion. What a show here in the Home Run Derby. As the Florence fans were treated to a thriller, the Harrison DeNicola wins 12-11. Well, Eric?
It was everything I hoped for right there. What I said earlier, I didn't want it to be a blowout. I wanted it to be close. It came down to the wire.
Yep, you're right. It was. It was right down to the wire. It was a fun evening. Everybody coming in on the broadcast and getting a chance to talk and spread some knowledge about this Florence organization. Eric, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Anything
Paul.
else before you sign off?
No, I'm going to go grab some food. I'm hungry.
All right, well, you go do that. Thank you so
Sounds
much. Eric.
good.
Appreciate it. Eric's going to step away from the broadcast here as we cruise on into the end of this Florence Fan Appreciation Night. And we will wrap up the broadcast here on the Florence Y'alls Broadcasting Network. To recap what you saw tonight in the base running competition, Simon Whiteman won that competition. He had 13.7 seconds around the bases. Brandon Pugh beat him at 13.1, but in the championship round, they both did a home run trot. So while Brandon Pugh ran a faster time around the bases in the dead sprint, their home run trot round, the championship round that officially decided it, was Simon Whiteman's for the taking. And now Aaron Lucan is going to come on the broadcast here real quick before we sign off. And Aaron, how are you? Any final thoughts before we sign off? How do you think tonight went?
I think tonight was a great night, Paul. That last round was exactly what Brody said, exactly what you're hoping for a final winner-take-all round of a home run derby. Props to both of our participants. That was incredible to watch. So exciting. And just a great night overall to say thank you to our fans for everything this season, all the adjustments we had to go through. So very grateful that we had a great night here at UC Health Stadium.
Great night, fan appreciation night here at UC Health Stadium. As we look ahead, the throwing competition, that was Craig Massey's to win, and then Harrison DeNicola, the champion in the home run derby. So we bring you into the booth now. Paul Fritchner here, Aaron Lucan there. Nico Hartung's been on. Eric has been on with me all night. It has been a fun night. Fan appreciation evening here. Thank you all so much for listening. Again, tomorrow, if you can, come out here to UC Health Stadium. A magnificent fireworks show on tap for the first of a 2-out-of-3 series of the All-Star Meets the World Series in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail Championship Series. It'll be a 2-out-of-3, the best of the Florence organization against the best of the Lexington organization. The first game will be here in Florence tomorrow night, and the second game will be in Lexington on Saturday night. And we will go back down to the field just very briefly.
All right, guys, before I step aside, just wanted to wrap things up from down here at the field. What a night it was here in 2020 Fan Appreciation. Harry Nicola with a performance to remember, a 12 spot in the finals. Dudley Taw, he didn't win the Derby, but he set the standard. In 11 in the finals, Harry steps up to the plate and with 18 seconds left on the clock, hits a skyscraper of a 12th home run. Just like everything in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail this year, it just couldn't have been better the way it happened if you tried to draw it up in your own imagination. Drama in the finals, a walk-off 12th, incredible performance by Harry DeNicola, incredible performance by Dudley Taw, and another shout-out, congratulations to our winner in the speed challenge tonight, Simon Whiteman, who took home the hardware, and the throwing champion tonight as well was spectacular. That went to Craig Massey. So a lot of fun, a night to remember. I'm sure your guys' call of it was awesome. Hopefully I was able to add something from down here at the field. But we saw superlatives, we saw a tremendous performance, showcase athleticism. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.
Thank you very much, Aaron, and we'll come back up in here to the booth to sign off. And again, thank you so much for listening. So to wrap up this weekend, it'll be Aaron on the air, not this Aaron. Aaron will be probably sitting back here, but Aaron Brody, who you just heard, will be on the air with you tomorrow night. He'll be on the air tomorrow night and Saturday night, and then potentially Sunday if we go to Game 3. I will not be there tomorrow night. I have a football game to call. I will not be in town on Saturday, but Sunday, hopefully, if there is a game, I can make it down to Lexington and be on the air with Aaron Brody. But Brody will have you covered for Games 1 and 2 of the Battle of the Bourbon Trail Championship Series. It's a 2-out-of-3. The best players from the Florence organization, the best players from the Lexington organization squaring off. Fireworks tomorrow, a triple XL fireworks show. There is we can already see the pallets of fireworks that are set up by Rozzies out there beyond right field. So if you have a chance to come out to UC Health Stadium here in Florence for one final time, it is your chance tomorrow night. One last game here at UC Health Stadium. Crazy to say.
It really is, Paul, but like you said, we've got a great night on tap for everybody, so if you can make it out, try to. 7:05 first pitch. Gates open at 6:05 here at UC Health Stadium. You can get your tickets at FlorenceYalls.com or by calling the box office 859-594-4487, and we'll be happy to take care of you. We'd love to see you out here.
Thank you very much, Aaron.
I got
you. Done that one before?
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Well, folks, thank you so much for listening. It's been a pleasure, and it was a lot of fun here tonight on the Florence Y'alls Broadcasting Network. For Aaron Lucan and for the myriad of other guests that we've had on tonight, I'm Paul Fritchner. Hope you all had as much fun watching as I had bringing the action to you. Maybe you'll see you Sunday, maybe not. And if not, if I don't see you on Sunday, if this is the last time that I'm on the air with you here at Florence, I really appreciate all of you that have listened to us all season long. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a pleasure bringing the games to you. And until next time, I'm Paul Fritchner saying so long from UC Health Stadium on the Florence Y'alls Broadcasting Network.